get you back to the scoreboard keeping job. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Check, check, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. For Gorman Knights 66, Lincoln 39.
That's a crowd mic 3. I'll let you kind of, if you want to deal with that, and we'll put this number 4.
Yeah, JP hangs his down.
And then just make sure, as long as we're connected, we're good. Because I think sometimes that just gets loose, but.
Okay.
So were the freshman games last night for this? Or are there freshman games going on right now?
No, they played at Washington last night.
But, I mean, Gorman's freshman didn't play Lincoln tonight, I don't think.
I don't know.
Because he doesn't tweet anything about it, so.
Must be. Was it blackout tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Where the hell's everybody at? Oh, it's early yet. Peter won't dare go early tonight, would he?
Roby tweeted that they're probably going to go early, so.
That would jerk a lot of people off.
The following is a special presentation of Real Presence Radio. On Real Presence Radio. Welcome to the Knights Game Day Show, sponsored by First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. For the Knights Game Day Show, here's your hosts, Brett Byler and Dan Johnson.
Are you ready for a matchup of the two top teams in Class AA boys basketball? Well, we got you covered tonight, folks. We have a matchup at Gorman High School in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, between the number 1 Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots at 15-1 and the number 2 Sioux Falls Gorman Knights at 12-5. These two teams are currently on a 4-game winning streak. Both have won 9 of their past 10 games, so both are kind of peaking at the right time with 3 regular season games left for each team before the round of 16 games on Saturday, March 2nd. Hello, everyone. I'm Brett Byler with the Real Presence Radio Network along with Dan Johnson tonight. In about 20 minutes, we're going to have that game between the Knights and the Lincoln Patriots. You can listen on 94.5 FM, 91.3 FM, also online at yourcatholicradiostation.com, on YouTube at Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. And this is also senior night at Sioux Falls. There are 6 seniors on the team for the last regular season home game for them, which are Luke Ronsick, Jeremy Jones, Canyon Bauer, Cole Brune, Brandon Fisher, and Brady Beck. The Knights are 7-0 at home, while the Patriots are 8-0 on the road, so something's going to have to give tonight. With that being said, I'll bring in my partner, Dan Johnson, tonight. Dan, this is a game where kids love to play in, coaches love to coach in, announcers like us love to announce in. This is a rematch from December 14th. Lincoln won that one 52-48. What are you personally looking most forward to about this matchup between the Knights and the Patriots?
You kind of took the words, excuse me, out of my mouth about, the kids are fired up, everything, but I'm fired up tonight. I mean, okay.
You're here early, too.
I got here early and everything. But here you have the number 1, number 2 in South Dakota head-to-head right here at Gorman. You're at home, and I'm glad we're not playing at Lincoln tonight. Because this is home field advantage. This is where you take advantage of the crowd. You take care of everything here, and you execute on that. But with that, both teams are different than they were back on December 14th, that Friday night at Lincoln. We'll talk about that a little bit later, what happened in that game. But both teams have improved, and so that was a 4-point game. But both teams have greatly improved, and you're going to see that tonight when you go head-to-head right here. And these guys are going to come out, both teams are coming out firing. They both want to, Lincoln, they want to win. They want to keep that number 1. They want to show everybody, that they are at 15-1. Coach Roby, the home crowd, the seniors, they want to go out on a high note with their parents and everybody here tonight and watching. So I think it's going to be a great matchup. But we talked about the last 3 games. We've only won 3 games with a total of 5 points.
Yes.
So we can't do it anymore. Can't call coronaries to the announcers anymore. So we can't play like we did in the third quarter. Mitchell about gave it away in the last minute. Mitchell. We can't play like we did against Brookings, and we can't play like we did against Roosevelt at the Pentagon 2 weeks ago either. So we're going to have to step it up tonight, and I hope that. And I know Roby's got the boys in line and ready to go. He always does.
And one thing has improved, Dan, you took the words out of my mouth. Gorman was 2-4 in games decided by 5 points or less. And then the last 3 ball games we've had, which you just mentioned, they've won all 3 by a combined 5 points, all in the final 20 seconds of the ball game. The last game was Mitchell, and that was last Tuesday night at the Corn Palace. Dan and I were up there, and the Knights were up by 10 with 90 seconds left in the ball game, and then Mitchell tied it up with 13 seconds left. Luke Ronsick hit 2 free throws with 2.9 seconds. That was the difference in the ball game, but Dan, Gorman in the first half of that Mitchell game, they had 2 turnovers. At the end of the ball game, they had 15 turnovers, so 15 total turnovers, 13 in the second half. That's what helped Mitchell get back in the ball game. And against Lincoln tonight, you can't turn the ball over that much if you're O'Gorman.
No, you can't, and they showed that there. But I'll be honest, we lucky to get out of Mitchell with the win. There's no doubt about it. We were. I had the rosary in my pocket. You probably didn't see, but I was grabbing it. But it was. We were very lucky there and fortunate to come out of Mitchell with the win. But tonight, these guys are psyched up, just like the girls were on Saturday night. They were pumped, ready to go. It's senior night. The last home game besides the round of 16 coming up, so this is a big deal. And it's blackout night for the student section. So all the students down here, everybody's got their black on and stuff. So, folks, you're going to hear a lot of noise tonight. And we might have to keep the crowd mic down, but it's going to be loud in here. And it's filling up, and if we go by Keeter time, we're going to be starting by 10 to 7. So if you're on the way here, you better get over here quick and get a good seat.
And let's talk about our opponent we're going to face tonight, Dan. Sioux Falls Lincoln, they're 15-1 on the season, 8-0 on the road. They're led by Jared Jaros, a 6'2 senior guard. He averages about 20 points a ball game, leads them in points, assists, steals, three-point shooting, and free throw shooting. Had 19 in the first matchup, and kind of where everything starts with Lincoln, Dan, is Mr. Jaros. Canyon will get the assignment guardian, but just not just one player. It's a kind of a total team defensive effort, kind of like we were going up against Matthew Morris of Yankton. We got to find where number 13 is tonight.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have to contain him. There's no doubt about it. He is their – they have, Breck is good. All the players in Lincoln are good, but Jaros sticks out for Lincoln. There's no doubt about it. He's their franchise player like Morris is for Yankton's, I'll call that. So, and I'm sure Canyon, like you said, will get the call to guard him, and Canyon's going to have to play his best defense he can against Mr. Jaros tonight. So when you're a gentleman like that and move and can shake like that, he is 6'2", he's a senior, great ball player, no doubt about it.
Yeah, he's getting looks a lot from USF here in Sioux Falls, Northern State, and Bemidji State. Let's look at the last meeting. The Knights lost to Lincoln 52-48 on December 14th. Jaros again had 19 in that ball game. The only net, Gorman had no player in double figures that game. Were led by Jeremy Jones with 9 points. Nice shot, only 4 for 22 from the three-point line. Lincoln shot 57% from the field, 16 out of 27. O'Gorman did out-rebound Lincoln by 11, 12-3 on the offensive rebounds. Series history, this is the 121st meeting between these two squads. Lincoln leads 73-47. O'Gorman has won 4 of the last 6 since the start of the 2016 season. O'Gorman's last win against Lincoln was in Lincoln last February, 53-46. Now it's time to switch gears. It's time for our scoreboard update brought to you by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. Dan Johnson, we have a lot of games going on tonight. Let the audience know who's playing.
Okay, in the AA boys tonight, we have Pierre is at Aberdeen Central. Pierre 4-12 is at Aberdeen. They're 1-13. Mitchell 1-16. They're at Sioux Falls, Washington, playing over there tonight. Brookings is down playing Matthew Moores and the Yankton Bucks. Sioux Falls Roosevelt is over and playing Marshall, Minnesota. Marshall 16-7 in Minnesota. That's the game that I'm kind of thinking that Roosevelt, how they're going to do against them. And the Huron Tigers are down at Harrisburg, 11-7, 10-7. That's an 8 o'clock start, a little bit later. I'm not sure why that's at 8.
It's a doubleheader with the girls.
Yep. There it is, down below. So it's a little bit later game there, but you got some good matchup there. Earlier tonight, the JV won 57-51. We didn't get a freshman and a sophomore. They I know they won by 25. So the sophomore. So we're on the way. AA girls tonight. Huron is at Harrisburg. That's at 6:15. Yankton girls are at Brookings. Sioux Falls, Washington is at Mitchell. Aberdeen Central is out at Pierre. Marshall is at Roosevelt. And Stevens is at Central tonight in girls. So that's your scoreboard update. Scoreboard update brought to you by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. Jamison can be reached at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
And Dan, I do got Yankton and Brookings are playing really early tonight for I don't know why, but we do have some finals. So Yankton's boys beat Brookings tonight or this afternoon, 67-47, and then the Brookings girls beat Yankton 66-50. So Yankton boys 67, Brookings boys 50 or 47. And then the girls, Brookings 66, Yankton 50. So those games were played earlier than my schedule had told me.
Well, I think it's because of the incoming snow. It's supposed to start snowing here in Sioux Falls about 7 o'clock, and which is going to be at about a half hour, 29 and a half minutes from now. So they might, moved it up because of the inclement weather coming in. So that'd be my guess.
So we'll keep you updated, folks, on those scores tonight. Brought to you by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear from Lincoln boys basketball coach Jeff Halseth in his 10th year at Sioux Falls Lincoln.
Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. With multi-certified valuation and mergers and acquisition advisors, they understand the complexities of valuations and negotiating in the mergers and acquisitions marketplace. For more information, you can contact Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
Welcome back to the Knights Game Day Show, brought to you by First Premier Bank Card. I'm now joined by Sioux Falls Lincoln boys basketball coach Jeff Halseth. Coach, your team won against Aberdeen Central last Friday night, 73-49. What did you like most about how your team played in that ball game?
Well, I like the way we moved the ball around, and we took some good shots. And so when the guys are taking decent-looking shots, then they have a tendency to knock them down. I like the way we played defense. Didn't give up many second-chance opportunities for Aberdeen. They've got a little bit of size, so to keep those guys off the boards, it was kind of impressive to see. Nate Breck had a really good game. He had a double-double for us, and whenever we can get that out of our inside guys, good things are going to happen for us.
And one thing that impresses me about your team, you're 8-0 on the road so far this season. What do you attribute the road success? Because they're tough buildings to play in. Your team's done really well.
Well, we tell them that's kind of been our schedule this year. We've had a lot of away games compared to home games. And so our guys, they know that their job is that every game that they play at somebody else's gym is to try to keep the opposing team's crowd as quiet as can be. And the only way they're going to do that is for them to go out and play hard and do what they can do. And so that's kind of been our motto.
Jared Jaros, coach, a player for you, a senior now, is averaging about 20 points a game, leads you in points, assists, and steals. What has impressed you overall the most about his play this season?
Well, and he's not trying to take it on all himself. He wants to get other guys involved, and if it comes down to crunch time, and he's going to have the ball in his hands to try to get something done. But otherwise, he's just another part of the offense, trying to get the best shots possible for anybody. If that includes him too, he'll take the best shot when he's got it too. So he just happens to make more of them.
And your team's 15-1 right now, but as coaches, you're always looking for areas of improvement. For your final 3 regular season games, what is the biggest area of improvement you would like to see?
Well, we just can't turn the ball over. We average 13 turnovers a game, and what we tell our guys, that's 13 times that we don't get a chance to score, and it's 13 more opportunities you're giving the other team. So out of those 26, we got to try to cut that down a little bit.
Tonight will be a fun matchup against O'Gorman, 1 versus 2, second time you guys have seen O'Gorman this year. What challenges does this O'Gorman team right now present to you tonight?
Well, they're playing hard, and they're playing real physical. If they don't make the first shot, they've got guys crashing the boards hard, try to get second and third opportunities. And so that's the thing that we've got to be able to control tonight. How many second and chance opportunities are we not going to let them get? That's going to be the key.
And O'Gorman's defense has played pretty well this year, only averaging about 48 points against. For your offense tonight to have success, what must you do?
We just got to execute. We got to get the ball inside. We like inside-out stuff. We like outside-in stuff. Right now, guys like Nate Bragg, Tyler Hyde, Zach Hansen, they know if they're getting double-teamed in the post, they're looking for the kick-out guys, and we got guys cutting to the basket. So we're starting to play some pretty good team offense, but we just got to execute our stuff tonight.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
That was Lincoln boys coach Jeff Halseth. I want to thank him for his time. We're going to take a break. We come back. We're going to hear from Gorman boys basketball coach Derrick Roby.
Is depending on you. Your family is looking to you to make sure they're safe, protected, and taken care of. Knights of Columbus Insurance offers the protection they need, whether it's term life, whole life, long-term care insurance, disability income insurance, annuities, retirement planning, estate planning, or an insurance analysis. Please call Heath Dickelman at 605-351-7978. Knights of Columbus Insurance.
Morgan Stanley values long-term relationships with its clients. Andrew DeMore and Thaddeus Barnes, financial advisors with the Barnes DeMore Group and Morgan Stanley's Sioux Falls office, know that building relationships begins with getting to know each client. Andrew and Thad can create personal investment strategies to help meet retirement, education, and other financial needs. Andrew and Thad can be reached at 338-6500. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley, Smith Barney LLC, member SIPC.
Now joined by Gorman boys basketball coach Derrick Roby. Coach, we're coming off a 56-54 win up at the Corn Palace against Mitchell on Tuesday night. I know before the game, the last game against Brookings, you were kind of, I would say, not happy about the energy you played with throughout the game. Looking at the Mitchell game, you came out to a 16-10 first quarter lead. Were you happy with the way your boys responded and came out of the gates in a tough environment?
I really was. I thought we came with some little bit more energy, intensity. We fed off of each other, if you will. We got off to a good start around the perimeter with like Norton and Cartwright hitting some long shots. Certainly wasn't disappointed with the start. A lot better, but obviously like you know, you were there. We just didn't finish. It was a complete meltdown, and one of the worst meltdowns we've had in a long time here, as far as just not taking care of the basketball and not finishing the game. So that was the disappointing thing. We're up by 10 with 2 minutes left, and just completely had a meltdown, and anything that could have went wrong on our end did, and that's on us. That's not to blame anybody. So that's what we are disappointed with on the game. But the nice thing about it, we found a way to win. Now we get a chance to play Lincoln tonight.
I'm trying to remember that last play. So after the Hinker kid hit the shot to tie it, I don't believe you called a timeout, and Luke just kind of came down, and then you drove in, got fouled, hit the 2 clutch free throws at the end. You probably, as a coach, want to see the ball in one of your better players' hands, and he drove in, and give him credit. He came and hit 2 big free throws.
Oh, absolutely. And, I looked up at the clock right when Hinker scored the 3 to tie it, and I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, well, I think there was 13 seconds, 13 point something. I thought, let's just go ahead and see how this thing pans out. And, Luke had the ball in his hands, and he has all the momentum, and he's, trying to score in transition. I thought it was a great effort on his part. Certainly contact. I talked to Coach Neuendorf, a good friend of mine for the Colonels, after the game, and he was kind of jokingly thinking, it was a charge, if you will. But I told him, I said, that wasn't the call. The initial call was right in front of our bench when they reached in a little bit on Luke. The contact was just irrelevant, and, Luke's one of our best free throw shooters, so we felt pretty good about that scenario.
As we move on, Coach, we have Sioux Falls Lincoln here at home, which is our final home regular season ball game. 6 seniors, of course, final home regular season game for them. Let's talk about your opponent, Lincoln, first. Obviously, a tremendous ball team. We saw them back our second game this season, 52-48. They won. Jared Jaros is probably number 1 priority. How do we defend him? And were you happy the first game how we defended him?
I think so. If you remember right, I think we started the game where the tempo we wanted to. We were in control the first half, had a halftime lead, and just came out and lost the momentum in the second half. We had an opportunity down the stretch to beat them, so at their place, and that's a tough environment. So overall, we were certainly pleased with the way we played the first time around. Jaros, like you said, is a great player, great kid, and there's no secret there. We're going to have Canyon guard him, and hopefully Canyon can at least limit his production a little bit, and we'll see if we can't kind of feed off of that a little bit. I'm really proud of our seniors and our whole team for having to take care of the home, if you will, our own house. Being undefeated at home and
7-0.
Yeah, being undefeated, and here tonight, we get one last chance, a regular season game, and I'd be real disappointed tonight if we didn't come out with that energy level to try to continue the streak at home here. And
offensively, will be some keys. I know it was only the second game of the year. They did hold us to 48 points in that first meeting for us to have success offensively against them. A pretty athletic, long team. What do we need to do?
First and foremost, we have to handle all adversity. There's a lot of times in the last couple games, we've had 3 really, really close games that we had to win on last-second deals. I don't know if we've handled our adversity as well as we could have. There's going to be things that go wrong in a game, and sometimes our body language as individuals, I can just tell that some of the kids that, commit a foul or don't get a shot, or in their own mind they do something wrong and they kind of check out for that game. We can't have any of that. You just have to be mentally tough. And, for us to be successful tonight against the Patriots, we have to have guys and play together and take care of the ball and do all those little things and stay mentally fresh and to handle all those adversities.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you much, Brett.
That was Coach Derrick Roby with the interview. That's in his 14th year at the helm. I thank Coach Roby. Now it's time for Keys to Victory for Sioux Falls Gorman, brought to you by John Fritsch with the Financial Benefits Company. Dan Johnson, what are some keys to victory for O'Gorman tonight?
Okay, here we are, the final home game. I got about 5 or 6 up here, so bear with me. Number 1, play smart, team basketball. Everybody on the court play their own role. Number 2, rebound. We out-rebounded Lincoln 33-22 over there on the 14th of December. They got to crash the boards, keep getting that second attempt. We did it against them once. 12 offensive, 3 for Lincoln. We did it. Lincoln fouls. They're averaging 17. Don't foul. Lincoln is averaging 17 free throw attempts per game. Okay, Kenyon Bauer on gyros. He has to play one of his best games of his career for basketball. He did it against Moores. He needs to do it again against Gyro tonight. Make him play hard. Make him play the ball. Finally, it's senior night energy. It's a home crowd, the band, the students, everything. Everybody here has to be, quote, as Coach Roby's theme this year, dialed in. So that's my keys tonight.
Those are some really good keys, Dan Johnson, and we're about 3 minutes out before they kind of introduce the players and the seniors, so it'll be starting up probably a little bit early tonight. It's about 6:45, so it might be about 6:55 Keeter time. So we'll keep you updated on that as well.
The keys of victory for the Sioux Falls Gorman Knights is brought to you by John Fritsch Financial Benefits Company. Financial Benefits Company helps individuals and small businesses plan for retirement, which I'm going to need shortly. John Fritsch can be reached at 605-330-8086, and we thank John for sponsoring our Keys of Victory for the Gorman Knights.
And tonight's Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights Game Day Show has been brought to you by First Premier Bank, Premier Bank Card. First Premier Bank Card is a proud sponsor of Sioux Falls O'Gorman Sports. First Premier Bank Card, locally grown, nationally known. We're going to hit a commercial. When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups for tonight's game between number 1, Sioux Falls Lincoln, and number 2, Sioux Falls O'Gorman.
Financial Benefits Company helps individuals and small businesses prepare for retirement. Financial Benefits Company's philosophy is safe principal, positive return. You can reach John Fritsch at 605-334-8086 and on the web at fbcjf.com. Financial Benefits Company is a proud sponsor of Catholic Radio.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
Sport involves more than the movement of the body. It demands intelligence and the disciplining of human will. It reveals the wonderful structure of the human person, a spiritual being, a unity of body and soul, created by God. On Real Presence Radio, this is O'Gorman Knights Basketball. Today's game is brought to you by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation of Eastern South Dakota, Jardine Construction, Hagen Chiropractic Clinic, Mini Critters, Barnett Vision Clinic, Crossroads, the Barnes DeMoore Group Financial Advisors at Morgan Stanley, Sioux Falls Catholic Schools, Jeff Alvey with Fair Tax Inc., John Fritsch with the Financial Benefits Company, Knights of Columbus Insurance Field Agent Heath Dickelman, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, First Premier Bank Card, Sioux Equipment Company, I. Bailey, Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Mark Promis with Providence Financial, Big Rig Barbecue, and Jameson Rounds Managing Partner of Value Visor.
with all the exciting action of O'Gorman Knights basketball. Here's Brett Byler and Dan Johnson.
And welcome back to Sioux Falls O'Gorman High School. Brett Byler and Dan Johnson with you. And now it's time to start every game as we should with a prayer. Here is Father Joseph Schulten.
This is Father Joseph Schulten, chaplain of O'Gorman High School. Let us pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, your Son Jesus taught us to strive to enter through the narrow gate. As we begin this game, help us to strive to serve him in all things. Help us to use the talents that you have given us to glorify you. We ask for your protection on all players and your blessing upon all coaches and fans, that they would engage in this game with charity and joy. May the players play to their best of their ability, glorifying you in all things through your Son Jesus, who is Lord forever and ever. Amen.
And that was Father Joseph Schulten with the prayer followed by the O'Gorman Pet Band. What a transition, Dan.
Well, you know where we're going with that one, St. Lambert's.
He had to get it early, folks.
Had to get that early. He's our assistant under Father Sean Haggerty at St. Lambert's, 16th in Bonson, the highest Closest church to heaven at Sioux Falls.
And he's also the chaplain of O'Gorman High School as well. So Father Joseph Schulten, followed by a terrific job by the O'Gorman Pet Band, playing the Star Spangled Banner. Now it's time to move into our starting lineups tonight, brought to you by the Barnes & Moore Group, financial advisors at Morgan Stanley in Sioux Falls. And Dan Johnson, who will coach Derrick Roby start for Sioux Falls O'Gorman tonight?
We're starting the 5'11 senior, number 4, Luke Ronzek. Number 10, the 6'3 junior, Jack Cartwright. The 5'11 junior, number 13, Zach Norton. Number 30, 6'4 senior, Canyon Bauer. And number 35, Okoye, the 6'5 junior.
And the Knights are coached by Derrick Roby in his 14th year at O'Gorman. His record is 235-98. Overall, 31 years, 475 and 270. 16 and 15 in his career versus Lincoln at O'Gorman. He has 6 state titles. Now it's time to look at the Knights' opponent tonight, the number 1 Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots, who come into the ballgame with a 15-1 record on the season. They're going to be starting number 3 forward Maxwell Burchell, 6'4 junior. Number 5 guard Grant Russell, a 6'1 senior. Number 13 guard Jarrett Jaros, a 6'2 senior. Number 35 forward Zach Hansen, a 6'5 senior. And center is number 45 Nate Brecht, a 6'7 senior. The Patriots are coached by Jeff Halseth, who's in his 10th season. Record is 146-91. Has won the state title twice, back-to-back years in 2015 and 2016. He is 10-13 against O'Gorman career at Sioux Falls Lincoln.
The starting lineups are brought to you by Barnes & Moore Group at Morgan Stanley, financial advisors here in Sioux Falls. The Barnes & Moore Group can be reached at 605-338-6500, located at 300 Shropper Place, Suite 503. Products and services by Morgan Stanley, Smith Barney, LLC, member SIPC.
All right, so we're a little ahead of time this time, Dan. Right now, it's a packed house here at Sioux Falls O'Gorman High School. It is senior night, so the first senior being announced is Canyon Bauer. We have the kids and their parents on the court right now for the 6 O'Gorman senior boys. They are Luke Ronsick, Jeremy Jones, Canyon Bauer, Cole Brune, Brandon Fisher, and Brady Beck are the 6 O'Gorman seniors being honored. This is the last regular season home game for these 6 seniors, but we should see them back here March 2nd for the round of 16. And the parents and the players on the court. Dan, I always love seeing this with the kids and the parents kind of embracing here.
Well, and look at the junior boys are giving the senior boys their gift, and so with the bag for the present for their parents and stuff. I think that's a class act right there.
So we have Jeremy Jones right now with his parents, if you're watching the stream, as Okoye hands him the little gift basket. And, this is one of those atmospheres you just love. I'm just looking around here at the crowd. It's a blackout. So the O'Gorman students are wearing all black. The whole night side is blue. We have the Lincoln side over there in red. We have 1 versus 2, so just can't get really any better than that, folks. We're going to be starting tip-off probably about 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll get ready for the start of O'Gorman Lincoln boys basketball. You can listen on 94.5, 91.3 FM in Sioux Falls, online at yourcatholicradiostation.com. Download the free mobile app as well, Real Presence Radio. And on YouTube, you can listen and watch us on Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls going to YouTube. We'll take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Fairtex Inc. is a locally owned and operated tax and bookkeeping company serving Sioux Falls and the surrounding areas. We prepare tax returns for individuals and businesses and provide a range of financial services for small businesses. Fairtex Inc. is located at 1727 South Cleveland Avenue and can be reached at 605-336-1669 and online at fairtexinc.com. Member NATP and NAEA.
Pregnant. One word, many emotions. Catholic Family Services provides free and confidential counseling to birth parents regardless of faith or ethnic origin. The birth parents will receive information and resources to help make the right decision for them. To inquire about the process, speak with the pregnancy counselor, or schedule an appointment, call Catholic Family Services at 605-988-3775 or email cfs@sfcatholic.org.
Welcome back to Sioux Falls High School. This is Brett Byler with the Real Presence Radio Network along with Dan Johnson tonight. Gorman boys, Lincoln boys. It's 1 versus 2. We're winding down the regular season. Dan, this is a big game PowerPoint-wise. Lincoln number 1 in PowerPoints. Gorman number 4 right now.
And a chance, a chance for us to move up, bring them down. I don't know if you're going to dethrone them as number 1. I think they're setting pretty good for PowerPoints. Again, Lincoln's only lost to an A school, T, about 3 weeks ago out to the Pentagon.
Right.
So Lincoln is not lost, we mentioned earlier, to a AA school here in Sioux Falls, but they got handled by T that night. So one thing about it, anybody can be beaten any given night, and that's the way it is in AA. But they have the barn burner tonight, and we've had 3 last close games. I hope this one here is a good close game. Look, they're fired up. These guys are fired up here, folks.
And you look at the remaining schedules. Gorman has at Washington Thursday night at 7, against Harrisburg next Monday night at 7. 2 tough games where Lincoln plays Friday night hosting Harrisburg, and then Tuesday night hosting Roosevelt. So these teams have 3 tough games left both ways.
But we can't let emotions get in here. That's sometimes what happens. You get overconfident, and emotions, they get too psyched, and that comes back and hurts you.
So now on the court, both teams and Knights in the home white tops, white bottoms. Lincoln in the red tops, red bottoms, blue trim. Okoye and Zach Hansen jumping up right now. And it's underway, folks. Canyon Bauer, the senior, gets the tip. It'll be Knights possession first. Lincoln playing some man-to-man defense. Luke Ronsick, quick three-pointer is good.
You need to get that first basket like that in the first possession. That kind of sets the tempo for the rest of the game.
38th three-pointer for Ronsick, leading the Knights in that department, shooting 40% from the field. 3-0 O'Gorman. Now it's the Patriots' first possession. We have Canyon Bauer on Jared Jaros, a matchup we talked about in our pregame show, and a turnover for the Patriots.
And Lincoln's averaging, 12 turnovers a game?
About 13 and a half, Dan.
13.
Jack Cartwright, 3 is off, and Jaros rebounds. Good look for Cartwright.
Yep, good look. Lincoln brings it up pretty fast.
Jaros for 3, long, tipped out by Zach Hansen. Is that an over and back?
Should be, yep. Oh, no, he touched it.
But it was the Lincoln guy that deflected it, so that should have been an over and back, I believe.
Yeah, that's what Roby was calling, but they didn't see it.
That's a second straight turnover. This one, Maxwell Burchell.
Look, they bring it up fast in transition.
So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for Lincoln. Burchell's on Cartwright. Okoye and Breckdan, that's a good matchup, both about 6'6". Zach Norton's 3 is long and loose ball. Ronsick on the floor, can't get it. Jaro's second rebound.
No, I like that matchup.
Okoye was pretty quiet in the first matchup, only 5 points, 5 rebounds against Lincoln.
Breck's 6'7".
Breck down low, misses it, gets it back. Goes up again and scores.
He stayed right with it.
So Nate Brecht, who had 23 on Friday night against Aberdeen Central, scores for the first time. He averages about 12 and 7 on the season. Cartwright over to Zach Norton, back to Okoye. Around Brecht, and he's pushed. And Dan, Okoye, that's what he needs to do against Nate Brecht. He has the speed advantage against him.
Oh, no doubt about it. He's quick like that, but sometimes Okoye takes off and he gets called for traveling when he does that. So that's Brecht's first foul, first team foul for the Lincoln Patriots here with 5:56. Knights up 3-2.
Cartwright out the pick by Okoye. Okoye baseline with it, guarded by Nate Brecht. Back out to Jack Cartwright. Norton off the screen, thought about the 3. Slices into Cartwright, back to Bauer. Extra pass, Ronsick. 3 is good again.
Did you see that pass? It was like a little shuttle pass underneath. Sweet.
Canyon think he's out in the football field.
That's right.
Time.
It was like a give and go there.
All 6 night points by Ronsick. 6-2 O'Gorman. Grant Russell for 3.
It
hits the basket extension. It's out of bounds.
O'Gorman ball.
O'Gorman has had a little pep in their step tonight so far, Dan.
Well,
that's what the crowd at home court, I think will help you.
I think Roby's got him fired up. We talked about that.
O'Gorman is 7-0 at home this season, folks. Lincoln's 8-0 on the road. So some streaks going to come to an end tonight. Ronsick again for 3 is short. Loose ball, and Luke has it. Here's Norton, three-pointer. Go!
9-2, 5:03 in the first. 3 3-pointers by the Knights.
2 by Ronsick, 1 by Norton, as Norton gave a long look to the Lincoln bench after hitting that three.
You can't do that. You got to.
Loose ball, third turnover for Lincoln. Ronsick with the steal. Norton all the way, layup is good.
We're going to see, I bet Halseth's going to have to call a timeout here pretty quick. If not, this is going to 11-2 Knights.
Dan, that's 3 turnovers for Lincoln already and not even 4 minutes of play.
And they've had, what, 5 possessions?
5 possessions, 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
Jaros, here is Burchell for 3, and it's good. That's a big shot because you're getting in dangerous territory down like they were, and Maxwell Burchell hits only his 7th 3, Dan, of the season.
It's gonna be a shootout.
Norton, who has 5 in the early, going to Okoye. Down low's Ronsick. Back out to Okoye. Okoye wants to join the three-point party, but misses. Here come the Patriots, down by 6, 11-5 at the halfway point of the first quarter at O'Gorman High School. Brett Byler, Dan Johnson with you, Real Presence Radio. 94.5 here in Sioux Falls on your radio dial. Lincoln passing around the perimeter. Jaros stand only 0 for 1 right now, so hasn't got nothing going yet anyway.
So Canyon's doing his job.
Here is Russell, guarded tightly by Luke Ronsick.
5 seconds on the shot clock. 4, 3.
Russell down low to Brecht, who can't get it. Shot clock violation.
4 turnovers now for the Lincoln Patriots here with 3:27 to go. So we got Eddie Myler's in for the Knights. Jeremy Jones, the senior, number 22, is in for the Knights. So Lincoln still with, who came in from Lincoln? 51 came in from Lincoln.
And that's Tyler Hyatt, who actually started the first Lincoln-O'Gorman game back on December 14th, and he had a very good game.
He's a good bulky kid.
He's a big boy.
Good size to him. Good linebacker.
So the Knights moving around the perimeter. Lincoln still in man-to-man defense. And Norton throws it away. Steal by Brecht. Trying to get it down low to Myler. Jaros dishes it off. Brecht for 3 is up and off. Hyatt fighting Jones, and Canyon with his second rebound.
Just a little bit off for Brecht on that shot.
Keyshawn Ladd, number 23, is in the game for the first time for Lincoln. Ladd is 6'3" junior.
So 7 players for each team here in the first quarter.
O'Gorman was up 11-2. It's 11-5. Here's Jones. Spin move. A lot of dribbling. Gets it to Canyon. 11 on the shot clock. Ronsick thought about the 3. Jones, 1-on-1 against Burchell. Over to Norton. 3-pointer off the mark. Maxwell Burchell rebounds it.
Lincoln brings up a little faster.
Canyon guarding Jaros, who O'Gorman, I think, thought he stepped out of bounds, but no call. Dan would have had a better angle than that.
I thought he slid with his foot for travel.
Oh, okay. So Burchell misses, and strong rebound by Jeremy Jones.
That's what the whole team was. Looked like his foot slid. So
Knights have kind of gone cold offensively now in the last couple minutes. Stuck on 11. Jones posting up Burchell, left baseline, spin, turnaround, fade away, no good. Jared Jaros climbs the ladder for the rebound.
Nice look, though.
Burchell spin move, and he is foul, it looks like.
Luke's going to get him. So the first foul for the Knights here. 1:35 in the first.
11-5, O'Gorman leading the Patriots.
Okay, here comes who came in?
Jack Cartwright came in for O'Gorman, and Nolan Ransom and Zach Hansen came in for Lincoln.
Yeah.
Ransom with it. Over to Jaros. Long 3 is short. Did not follow as a shot, and Canyon a rebound. Here's Jones out in front of the pack. All the way.
Oh, it's good! Yes! You see that move by Jeremy Jones? Sweet.
So he'll have an and one attempt. As he was talking to the Lincoln players, and the referees tell him to knock it off.
He can't get that. He's got to calm down. Norton's coming in. McCoy's coming in. Myler and Ronsick going to take a breather.
So that foul was on Nolan Ransom, his first, Lincoln's second team foul. Yeah, those antics, you just got to play. It's just like O'Gorman teams are known, just play, let the rest do their job, let the coaches do their job. So Jones bends his knees, free throws up and good.
And we have one of the officials here tonight. It's been official for since when I was back in high school, Jocko from Mitchell. So if you want one of the better officials in the state, you got him right here, folks.
14-5 O'Gorman on 3 3-pointers and an old-fashioned 3-point play by Jeremy Jones. I think that was off. Ooh, I thought that was off Keyshawn Ladd, but they're going to give it to the Patriots.
Brandon Fisher in there for the Knights.
It's right in front of the O'Gorman student sections. If you can see on the video screen, they're wearing all black. Hyatt down low gets a scoop shot over Brandon Fisher.
14-7. Under a minute here in the first quarter. The Knights on top at O'Gorman High School.
Hyatt with the strength advantage over Fisher with that basket.
Yeah.
Looks like he might have bumped a Coy. No foul called. Bauer to Jack Cartwright.
Look how good Lincoln covers the inside in the paint.
Norton for 3. Long. Hyatt gets it. Keyshawn Ladd. It's about a 2-second differential game and shot clock. So the Patriots trailing by 7 with the ball. Jaros. Guarded by Bauer, who knocks it away. Looks like maybe a charge. No call. Gets his own rebound. Is trapped. Loses the ball at Canyon with a steal.
Wow.
Here's Cartwright to Norton.
Yeah!
Scores.
Nice transition on that.
5 seconds left. Lincoln better hurry. Here's Jaros. And he's trapped. No call. A Canyon Bauer and Okoye some terrific defense.
16-7 here at the end of the first quarter. Knights lead. And the Lincoln players are not very happy. I don't think Coach Halsted's really happy right now, but very emotional game.
Yeah, a little frustration by the Patriots. The Knights with a nice 16-7 lead after the first quarter.
And they're letting them play, aren't they?
I love it. They sure are. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on Real Presence Live. It's Straight Talk from 9:30 to 10 a.m. Central.
You're addressing critical Catholic issues in a fun way.
Straight Talk is your opportunity to share questions and comments on topics relating to the faith or on things happening in the world around us with our local hosts and priests.
My question is...
I have some questions about the bishop.
Very good questions.
Thanks for the guidance.
Straight Talk, 9:30 to 10 Central, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings on Real Presence Live.
And we are back at Sioux Falls O'Gorman High School. The Knights with a big first quarter. Dan up 16-7 over the Patriots. And how about that defense by Mr. Canyon Bauer, the Gatorade Player of the Year for football, totally shutting down Jared Jaros and really frustrating him so far.
Yeah, he can play defense. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He plays he is Mr. Defense.
So the Patriots will get the ball first. 16-7, Knights with the lead. Their biggest lead of the game right now. That's a wild pass by Russell. Threw it to no one, really.
I got 5 turnovers for the Patriots now. That about right? Or 6?
I think it's about 6 now. 6. You can see Russell and Hanson talking to each other, so a little not good body language right now, I guess, for Lincoln.
So we got Norton, Fisher, Coy, Ronzik, Cartwright in for the Knights here, the start of the second.
Coy banging against Brecht. Out to Ronzik, who hits another 3.
That's 4 threes. He's got 12 of the 19 tonight.
So Luke Ronzik is on fire. 19-7 O'Gorman. Burchell for 3 off the mark. Jaros rebounds it. Nice pass down low, and Burchell dropped it. Lincoln trailing by 12. 7:05 left in the second quarter. All Knights on senior night for O'Gorman. That's a steal though by Zach Hansen. All the way, layup is good.
That was smart for Luke to lay off and not foul.
Right. You don't want to make matters worse there after he already is bad on the turnover.
Knights up 19-9.
O'Gorman really doesn't turn the ball over too much, Dan. Only actually about 8 turnovers a game.
Cartwright for 3.
So the Knights on fire some more. So that's another 3. This is by Jack Cartwright. Dan, that's 5 3-pointers for O'Gorman.
22-9. Biggest lead for the Knights here.
And they hit 9 threes against Mitchell last Tuesday, Dan. So they're shooting the 3-ball well recently. Burchell over to Russell. And that's a steal by Ronsick. Steals it from Hanson. Jaros back. Ronsick all the way.
Oh, yes!
Scores it.
And it's good. He'll go to the line making a three-pointer.
So it's a nightmare start for the Patriots as O'Gorman up by 15. Ronsick has 11, Dan.
Well, we got a long ways to go here.
Let's see if Halseth wants to call a timeout.
And he does. Oh, yeah. 24-9. 6:08 in the second. Knights lead 24-9. Number 1, number 2.
We are going to take a break. We're going to come back for some more exciting O'Gorman boys basketball.
Morgan Stanley values long-term relationships with its clients. I'm Andy Demore, financial advisor with the Barnes Demore Group of Morgan Stanley's Sioux Falls office. Thad Barnes and myself know that building relationships begins with getting to know each client. We can create personal investment strategies to help meet retirement, education, and other financial needs.
Andy and Thad can be reached at 338-6500. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC, member SIPC.
Big Rig Barbecue brings a Texas-style barbecue to South Dakota. They use a real wood smoker for all their meats, every single day. Big Rig Barbecue serves sliced brisket, pulled pork, chicken, and ribs. They offer pre-orders for smaller events and gatherings and cater for large events, including parties, meetings, and graduations. Big Rig Barbecue's new sit-down location is on the corner of 41st and Minnesota. Their website, bigrigbbbq.net.
And we are back at O'Gorman. Luke Ronsick hit the and one free throw. He's up to 12 on the game, and 25-9. O'Gorman leading 15-1, number 1 Lincoln, 5:50 in the second quarter. Knights 12-5 on the season, 4 straight wins, and I think Okoye Dan might get a reaching foul.
Was that on Bauer? It was Canyon.
Oh, so Canyon will get his first.
You notice that they're reaching in a lot. And that they're causing turnovers. So Lincoln ball underneath.
7 turnovers, Dan, for Lincoln so far. They average about 13 a game. You heard Coach Halseth in the pregame show say they need to cut down their turnovers. Well, it hasn't happened yet anywhere. And Jared Jaros, averaging 20 a game, is stuck as a goose egg so far, 0 points.
That's not like him.
Down low, Brecht, and he is fouled.
Jeremy Jones, third team foul for the Knights.
So that's another thing you don't want to do if you're O'Gorman, start getting a lot of fouls.
No. So each team has 3. So Jones is out. The sophomore, number 44, Eddie Myler, is in now for the Knights.
So Lincoln ball underneath the O'Gorman basket, trailing 25-9. Jaros, baseline. Long shot is no good by Hanson. Brecht with the rebound. Wild shot. Hanson rebounds. Oh, I thought... We'll see who's the fouls on there.
Jack. Yep.
Looked like he got fouled from behind, but that wasn't by Jack. I thought he had a clean strip. But anyway, Zach Hanson to the free throw line.
14 foul for the Knights. Look at the intensity on both teams, Brett.
Hanson's a 49% free throw shooter, makes it.
Okay, 25-10.
This feels kind of like either a district championship or like a state tournament atmosphere here tonight, which is a lot of fun as we ride down the regular season. 3 games left, counting this one for both teams. Lincoln number 1 in power points right now. O'Gorman number 4.
6 games. I would say 7 games left. you got the round of 16 and 3 out in Rapid.
There you go. I like it, Dan.
You got to think all the way into the season on the 16th of March.
So the Knights with the ball after the 2 free throws up by Hanson.
Okay, Jones was in for Myler there now. So
Canyon. I don't know if Canyon's came off the court yet out there. Here's Ronsick, open shot for his 4th 3 is just off, and nice rebound by Nate Brecht. That was a wide open 3 by Ronsick.
Lincoln slows it down a little bit.
Jaros guarded by Canyon. Burchell with it. Not much going so far for Lincoln this possession. A lot of standing around. Hanson over to Burchell.
13 on the shot clock.
Russell had the 3, didn't take it. Brecht down low is fouled by Jones.
Jones came in on the far side and got him from the back, so he'll do the line for 2.
Okoye just let him get too deep a position, though. That's really not Jones's fault. He just tried to come in and help, but Breck had Okoye kind of underneath the hoop.
Yeah.
A fun chant for the Ogoga student section. They're telling him that his sister Anna Brecht, who graduated 2 years ago, is at Wisconsin Green Bay, is better than him. A very original chant.
Well, she was a pretty salty player, so
And so was Ellie, his older sister from back in 2014. She was at UNO for a while.
Oh, she was a ball player.
So Nate Brecht misses the second.
Well, Lincoln gets a rebound. So.
And Eddie tries to knock it away.
Okay, 16 foul. That's the worst thing can happen. That's going to.
What is that, like 4 already in this quarter, Dan?
Well, 4 in the last 2 minutes. So yeah, the timeout was 6:08, and we had 2 then, so we had 4 since then. So
I believe Nate Brecht's mom is Amy Mickelson, the former Miss Basketball in South Dakota. So he has good bloodlines.
Daughter of former Governor George Mickelson.
So Lincoln down by 13, Dan, 25-12. Here is Brecht.
He traveled.
You saw that one, Dan.
Yep.
Right in front of you, kind of.
I didn't need my trifocals for that one.
We'll save those for football season at Howard Wood in the fall.
You're too young to even know what trifocals are.
My parents are listening, so they can tell me later on when I talk to my dad after the game.
Okay.
So Eddie Myler, Dan's doing a good job. He just checked out now. Okoye back in, but Eddie, a sophomore, is not giving any ground to Brecht.
Nope, 25-12. We're under 4 minutes before half. Here's Jones.
Nice clear out for Jeremy Jones.
Jeremy Jones with 5 points of the night. 27-12.
This feels like Lincoln has not gotten the rhythm yet offensively at all.
And I'm sorry, but we don't want him to get into rhythm.
Burchell down low to Nate Brecht. Cross court to Jaros. Sideline jump shot, no good. Still yet to score. Rebound by Burchell is up and good.
I like how they just let him score that without fouling. 6 fouls. They only sent him to line here with 3:28 to go at a half.
Well, especially when he's that close. If you're not going to just let him get it. So here's Jones, three-pointer, long throw.
Oh! Jeremy Jones is lighting it up. 30-14.
So 8 points for Jeremy Jones. Another 3, Dan. That's 6 threes for O'Gorman. 16-point lead, 3:06 left, 30-14 Knights over the Patriots. Knights in a zone now, Dan. A little 1-2-2 zone. Jaros, three-pointer is way off. Knights pushing now, have a little 3-on-2. Here's Jack Cartwright. Hop steps to Norton, back to Jack.
Nice pass.
To Jones, no hesitation. 3 is off. Maybe a heat check 3 that time by Jeremy Jones.
Okay, we're going to Ronzek come in the next ed ball. He's checking in.
So now they're back to man-to-man. Here's Sam Fawcett in the game for Lincoln, number 33 for the first time. Tyler Hyatt down low. Back out to Burchell.
You can't let him alone in the paint like that. They got to get on him.
Breck for 3. Off the mark. Cartwright has it. Does Norton. Spider dribbles it. Back out to Canyon. Not looking at the shot. Okoye, Jack, Cartwright. Cartwright. Stutter step inside. Misses the shot.
Wow.
Looked like a little contact.
Yeah.
Breck baseline. Almost threw it away. Burchell has it. Hyatt. And Okoye
behind block. Great move by Okoye.
Knights have a fast break here. Hyatt's slow to get back. Norton back to Jones. Spin move. Back out to Cartwright. Now they're going to reset the offense.
We got timeout by Coach Roby. 125, Knights up 30-14 here in the second quarter at O'Gorman High School. Number 1, number 2, AA basketball in the state of South Dakota.
Full timeout for Coach Derrick Roby. We're also going to take a commercial break.
Hi, this is Mark Konzemius. In 1987, Bishop Paul Dudley and a group of business leaders started the Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota to help raise, manage, and distribute God's gifts as determined by donors' intent. 28 years later, we continue to grow their vision and legacy of faith. Many choose the Catholic Community Foundation for their charitable giving because of our commitment to Catholic, moral, and social values. Learn more about how you can leave a legacy of faith through the Catholic Community Foundation at 605-988-3788 or visit cfesd.org.
Eide Bailey, a public accounting firm, provides taxes, accounting, assurance, and business advisory services to clients across the nation. With offices in Sioux Falls and 33 locations in 14 states, Eide Bailey is the workplace to 2,000 professionals. The firm has been serving clients for over 100 years. You can contact Eide Bailey online at eidebailey.com. Eide Bailey is a proud supporter of Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
And we are back at O'Gorman High School. Luke Ronsick missed the three-pointer, guys. Rebound, missed the follow-up shot. And Lincoln will have the ball. And Tyler Hyatt looked like he rolled an ankle on the rebound. So he's hobbling off for Lincoln.
Oh, that's not good for Lincoln. Oh, yeah, he rolled. He's got a brace on anyway. He's got a brace on the left knee and looks like a ankle brace on the right ankle. So
it looks like the right ankle is the assistant coach is with him right now.
Maybe he heard it down here, remember? Because that play, he was down. He got late getting down, so maybe double with that. So 30-14 minute. Neither team has scored since about 3:07 to go here. So about 2 minutes now, neither team has scored. So both teams have slowed it down.
Norton with the steal.
Oh, sweet move by Zach.
He is so quick.
Most of those guys in Gorman are quick. Oh, the house is in. Brady checked in now. Brady Beck, the senior, number 50.
Almost a throwaway. Here's Norton with it. Jones thought about it. Around Hanson all the way and scores it. Jeremy Jones, 10 points for O'Gorman. Knights up 32-14. 40 seconds left here in the first half from O'Gorman High School. Open is Fawcett in the corner, drills the three.
It was like a pinball going in. Okay, 27, shot clock turned off. We're going to hold it for one.
So Gorman's probably going to hold the ball to about 10 seconds left and then go with it. Jaros on Ronsick right now.
Bauer, Beck, Jones, Ronsick, Norton in for the Knights. 12 seconds. Here we go.
Here's Ronsick with it, 9 seconds, dribbles it. Over to Jeremy Jones. The house with the pick. Jones, Norton for three.
Oh! That's the first half, 35-17. Zach Norton hits a three with like 1.5 seconds here at halftime. Knights lead. Number 2 Gorman 35, number 1 Lincoln Patriots 17, Brett. What do you think?
I like it.
I love it.
And that's and I want some more of it. That's a 7-3 for O'Gorman in the first half.
So can we keep, and we'll talk about this later, can they keep that intensity up? And they're helping him off. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, Hyatt's not able to put a ton of pressure at all on that ankle, so that will be a big loss for Lincoln. When we come back, we have the Knights halftime show brought to you by Heath Dickelman, your Knights of Columbus insurance field agent.
Whether you need to be fitted with eyeglasses or contact lenses, or you need a comprehensive eye exam, Barnett Vision Clinic in Sioux Falls utilizes the latest technology and treatments available. Barnett Vision Clinic offers a wide selection of eye care products, including sunwear, eyewear, and contact lenses to fit your specific eye care needs. Barnett Vision Clinic offers a same-day pay for patients without vision coverage. Their number is 605-335-7757 or online at barnettvisionclinic.com.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
Crossroads Book and Music is a local source for Catholic gifts and supplies for this Christmas season. From rosaries and medals to devotionals and Bibles, Crossroads is here with materials to help individuals give a gift with meaning that will last a lifetime. Crossroads also has a large selection of personalized gifts that make gift giving extra special. Crossroads Book and Music, 41st Street and Grange Avenue in Sioux Falls.
on Real Presence Radio. Welcome to the Knights Halftime Show, sponsored by your Knights of Columbus Insurance field agent, Heath Dickelman. With the Knights Halftime Show, here's your hosts, Brett Byler and Dan Johnson.
Back at Sioux Falls O'Gorman High School. It's a great day so far to be a Knight. First half, O'Gorman 35. Number 1, Sioux Falls Lincoln 17. The Patriots at 15-1 on the season. They haven't lost, Dan, to a AA team in South Dakota. They only lost was in an A school T. So they are really. You can really tell O'Gorman so far defensively has really frustrated Lincoln from the start. Canyon Bauer's been all over Jaros. He's been frustrated. Nothing's come easy, and a lot of turnovers, Dan, for Lincoln in the first half, leading to some open O'Gorman baskets.
Turn the mic on, excuse me. Look at Jaros, no points. We got 3 guys in double figures already. Bronzik with 12, Norton with 10, and you got Jeremy Jones coming off the bench with 10 as well. So, I mean, There's your 32 out of 35 points right there. And Gyros for averaging 20 points a game with 0. Kind of like what we did with Matt Morge and Yankton up here. Canyon playing one heck of a defense on him. But you notice they're grabbing the ball. They're reaching. They're reaching every time Lincoln get the ball. But Lincoln, 7-8 turnovers so far?
Yeah, at least.
So it's yeah.
And O'Gorman has 7 3-pointers too, Dan. So the three-point shot is 21 of their 35 points. So that is working well for the Knights as well. And like you said, a lot of different guys contributing offensively, and then defensively. Defense is such a team sport too, where we've seen some good help side defense and just a lot of. And I think part of it too is just look at the crowd. We're playing senior night. You have your big student section here. I think sometimes the energy of the crowd. O'Gorman 7-0 at home on the season. I think that's really helping these boys out tonight.
Well, that's a big benefit to the Knights to have that. And so with the home crowd like that we have here, and we just had a great halftime show by the Young Dakota Spirit crowd, and they're about 5 or 6-year-old little cheerleaders. Wonderful to see them come out here at the high school and do this in front of everybody.
Absolutely. So now we have, I think, is there any more Dakota Spirit? A little older group now.
Yeah, that was like the 3 and 4 and 5-year-olds. Now we got like the 8, 9s or whatever coming out. So what a wonderful to have all these young girls here tonight and show the effort. But
could be future O'Gorman Knight cheerleaders.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we can see it on the video stream right now. You can watch the video stream. If you're not at the game, the next best way to watch and listen at the same time to Dan and myself in the game is go to YouTube, Real Presence Radio, Sioux Falls. You can watch and hear everything.
The YouTube video stream for tonight's O'Gorman basketball game brought to you by Big Rig Barbecue. Big Rig Barbecue serves sliced brisket, pulled pork, yummy, chicken and ribs. The weekday buffet is Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 1:30. Big Rig Barbecue sit-down locations on the northwest corner of 41st in Minnesota here in Sioux Falls. And we thank Big Rig Barbecue for sponsoring.
Thank you, Bob and Nicole Brenner, 2 terrific people, and their food is just fantastic. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our Inside O'Gorman segment sponsored by the Sioux Falls Catholic Schools. We'll find out how the O'Gorman wrestlers are going to be doing up at state wrestling this weekend. Stay tuned.
Your family is depending on you. Your family is looking to you to make sure they're safe, protected, and taken care of. Knights of Columbus Insurance offers the protection they need, whether it's term life, whole life, long-term care insurance, disability income insurance, annuities, retirement planning, estate planning, or an insurance analysis. Please call Heath Dickelman at 605-351-7978. Knights of Columbus Insurance.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
Dan, it's that time of the year at the end of February where there's a state championship going on, and it's a sport called wrestling. Something that I never did growing up. I wasn't offered wrestling in my small high school. Well, did you have wrestling back in your day, Dan?
Actually, I was 1972 state third place state AA down in Mitchell in like the 120-pound weight class. So that was a long time ago. But no,
you're only 120 pounds?
Well, you got to remember I was like 7 or 8 at the time. So that was AAU, so it wasn't high school AAU. But no, that was fun. But no, I mean, half Nelson. I mean, yeah, I didn't wrestle in high school, but yeah, it was wrestling. I had a lot of friends. Good friend of mine I grew up with, graduated from Lake Preston, Stanley Seplinson. I tell you what an icon wrestler in the state of South Dakota he was.
So the O'Gorman boys, they'll be up at Rapid City at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center, a place that we hope to be at March 14th to 16th, but they'll be up there this Friday and Saturday for state wrestling. The Knights qualified 5 individuals in the region meet last Saturday at Roosevelt. Those 5 boys are Nate Sprankle, a 113-pound sophomore, 25 and 24 in the season. Bo Beavers, a 126-pound sophomore, 34 and 9 in the season. He got 7th last year for Lincoln when he was at Lincoln. 132 is Aaron Eidecker, a junior, 36 and 12. 220 is Lucas Berthelsen, a junior, 12 and 23. And heavyweight is Jake Schaefer, 14 and 19. And he's a junior, so all 5 of those kids are going to be back next year, but there'll be 5 competing at state. I interviewed Coach Matt Lynch today. That interview will play at halftime of both the girls and boys games at Washington Thursday night.
Now, doesn't Bo Beavers, I think he has some record because he was at another high school before he came to O'Gorman. I don't think he's maybe lost one match, or I forget. The kids were telling me what a great wrestler he is and stuff, and he's got some record going. So I apologize, I don't know that, but I've been told that, and so hats off to Bo Beavers. He's a sophomore, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I believe he has some record from junior high that follows him up, so he's a good wrestler. Hats off to all 5 young men, and hats off to the other men that did not make the state tournament. And thank you for a great season, and Coach Lynch, I'm sure, is pleased with 5 going to the state tournament.
And that's a lot. Wrestling's a lot of work, a lot of effort. I was at the start of practice tonight, and they were running sprints back and forth. They were working hard there. And some of those kids weren't even qualified. They were still practicing with the ones that were.
But, it's an individual sport, but it's a team sport, because when you're out there, your fellow teammates are hollering at you going, do this, do that, because you get into a bind, they're helping you. But they're strong, and being a wrestler is very athletic. I mean, oh man!
And folks, like I said, it starts on Friday morning, and then it'll be on Saturday was the championship round, and then it'll be video streamed, I believe, by the South Dakota Athletics Activities Association. So I'll find a link, and probably around Friday morning I can tweet out where you can watch the matches for the O'Gorman boys on Friday, and then we'll see who makes it to the championship round on Saturday. So good luck to Matt Litch, the O'Gorman boys wrestlers.
So tonight's halftime show for the Gorman Knights is brought to you by Heath Dickelman, your Knights of Columbus field agent here in Sioux Falls and southeast South Dakota. For term life and whole life, long-term care insurance, retirement planning, Heath can be contacted at 605-351-7978. Knights of Columbus Insurance.
All right, and Inside O'Gorman also has a proud sponsor.
Brought to you by Sioux Falls Catholic Schools. There's 6 elementary schools, junior high and high school exemplify gospel values, strong student achievement, and community service. Each and every school is dedicated to our mission of forming a community of faith and learning by promoting the Catholic way of life through gospel values and academic excellence. Thank you, Sioux Falls, Kyle Gross, and the Sioux Falls Catholic School System.
All right, so we're getting ready as you hear the band play right to the corner of us. The blackout is still in effect. It's 35-17, the Knights leading the Lincoln Patriots. And Dan, we could look back at the keys to victory. What are some things O'Gorman needs to continue doing well here in the second half against Lincoln?
Play with the defensive intensity. I think Lincoln's going to start picking and rolling more and getting some outside shoots and start going for the threes. To get back into this, they're going to have to go for some threes. With Hyatt out, 51, he's a 6'3 junior big boy. That's going to be a big difference for them because they need that size in there. So if Brett gets into foul trouble, then they have nobody inside really for height.
And what they might do, Dan, too, is they might maybe try to speed the game up and pressure, trap O'Gorman, try to make things go a little bit more helter-skelter. Down by 18, you want to maybe try to pick up the pace a little bit, too. Jared Jaros, averaging 20 points a game for Lincoln, has yet to score here in the ball game.
Yeah, we scored 19-10 in that second quarter, so we had a great second quarter. So and it's O'Gorman ball here to start. Second half, number 1, number 2, State of South Dakota AA.
5 starters on the court for both teams that started the ball game. Cartwright guarded by Russell. Norton, who had a good first half with it. Over to Cartwright. Okoye has yet to score. Down low, Norton blows a layup, but Cartwright with the rebound.
Reset the shot clock, though.
Okoye, a wild shot, misses it.
That was a wild one.
Jaros all the way. No continuation, a foul on the floor.
That'd be on Canyon. His second.
Gorman did pick up quite a few fouls there in the second quarter.
They picked him up fast. 4 fouls in about 2 minutes.
So Lincoln with the ball. Here's Grant Russell to Maxwell Birchall. Guarded by Norton. Ronsick steals it. Loose ball. Jaros picks it up. Runs over Okoye, but they're going to call the foul on Okoye.
It looked like he was set, but that was at the far end. So Okoye picks up his second foul here of the night.
And again, no continuation. There was a ball did go in, so Lincoln will get the ball underneath the Knights hoop. That's already the second foul for O'Gorman, the first 43 seconds here of the third quarter. Down low is Nate Breck. Back out to Russell. Long three is good. So Grant Russell connects from three-point land. His first basket of the ball game.
35-20.
Norton. Over to Canyon. Baseline shot is good. He doesn't shoot often, Dan, but he's now 15 for 21 on 2-pointers this season.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot very much.
Looks like the Knights are in a 2-3 zone or a box and one or something. Here's Jaros, a wild three-pointer goes in.
Wow, he was out there. He just threw it up with one hand too. First point. Now he's got 5 here in the second half already.
I think that might be a mistake because I think that's his first basket of the game.
That's what I thought, but I just looked at the scoreboard.
Okoye dribbles around Breck and scores and the foul.
And he's going to go to the line to make it a three-pointer.
So that's Okoye's first basket of the game.
And that's Breck's number 2 for the Lincoln Patriots. First team foul for the Patriots.
So Okoye to the free throw line. Shot is short. See what the O'Gorman does defensively. It was kind of a weird defense last possession. It looked like they're almost doing a box and one on Jaros. Everybody else going man, and that's, I don't know what they're. There's a three-point attempt, no good. Rebound by Hansen, out to Jaros. 3-pointers off the mark. He thought he was fouled, no call.
Knights bring it up.
Okoye to Canyon, over to Cartwright. Lincoln in their man-to-man defense. Knights home white uniforms, Lincoln in the reds. Cartwright corner, shoots the three-pointer, in and out. Fight for the loose ball. Hansen gets it.
They're letting them play underneath.
Yeah, it's been a pretty physical game. Russ letting them get away with, probably more than most games we've seen. Both ways, though.
It's going to come down to who's got the legs at the fourth quarter. The way both teams been running the quarter and a half.
Down low is Birchall, squeezed. Nice find to Breck for the basket. A layup for Nate Breck.
So they've scored 8 points, 8-4. They've outscored us here in the third quarter. 4:55, 39-25. Knights still lead.
Down low is Okoye to Norton with it. All the way, misses again the layup. That's his second layup he's missed. Jaros around Okoye and Cartwright with the foul.
And they're going to take it to the basket. They're going to take it every time.
I don't think Jack knew where the ball was that time. He kind of was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But they really moved the ball around well, Lincoln.
And I don't see Hyatt even on the bench for Lincoln, so he was the one who sprained his ankle in the first half.
He might have gone to get medical attention.
So Jaros, who's a 74% free throw shooter, makes his 4th point of the ball game.
If he's not on the bench, that's probably what happened.
So that's a big loss. He started for Lincoln the first game of the year. He's the first one off the bench tonight. Hyatt averages about 7 points and 5 rebounds, Dan. So Jaros makes both free throws. He now has up to 5 points, all here in the third quarter. Lincoln's down by 12 now. 39-27, 4:32 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, we've only scored 4 points here in 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes.
So Jeremy Jones, Dan, in the game for O'Gorman. He had 10 in the first half. He's in trouble. Spins out of it. Is rejected by Hansen.
Nice block by Hansen.
Burchell dribbles in, spins, turns around and scores.
I believe Roby's going to call a timeout. 39-29 now. He's told him slow it down. Yep, Roby calls a timeout. Halfway through the third. And Lincoln's on fire here in the third quarter.
So the Patriots have cut a halftime deficit down to a halftime deficit of 18 down to 10 in about a 4-minute stretch here in the third quarter. And Coach Roby's going to call a full timeout. We're going to take a 30-second commercial break.
Is there an event that you would like announced right here on the RPR network? Please email the details at least 2 weeks in advance to Brandon@YourCatholicRadioStation.com. That's Brandon@YourCatholicRadioStation.com. We can help spread the word about what's happening at your parish and in your diocese. Again, that email address is Brandon@YourCatholicRadioStation.com. Thank you for listening to and supporting your family of faith and hope.
And we are back at O'Gorman High School. Brett Byler, Dan Johnson, Real Presence Radio 94.5 FM here in Sioux Falls. Online at YourCatholicRadioStation.com. Also on YouTube, Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. A quick shout out, Heather Carroll will be hosting Real Presence Live in Aberdeen at Sacred Heart Parish this Thursday with Father Mark Lichter, an old name that Dan Johnson's very familiar with.
Yeah, he baptized our children in St. Lambert's.
Second St. Lambert's mention.
Yep, got to get that in.
So here's O'Gorman at the good timeout, I think, by Roby. Here is Ronsick out of the timeout, misses the three. Rebound by Zach Hansen, who's been all over the court here in the third quarter.
Hey, the Patriots outscored us 12-5 here in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter.
You kind of knew they had come out kind of fired up in the start of the third quarter after a rough first half for them.
Well, they're number one. I mean, they're number one for a reason.
Baseline is Jaros, cut off to Brecht, who scores it.
Okay, now we're down to 8, 39-31. Lincoln's really making a comeback here.
That's the second layup here by Nate Brecht here in the third quarter. Ronsick to Canyon. Dribbles it in on Hansen off the side of the backboard, gets his own rebound, did not hit the rim, so shot clock's still going. Cartwright's floater is good.
5 points for Jack now tonight. 41-31, back up to 10, under 3 here in the third.
And I think Roby might have told the boys to attack the basket more, stop settling for those three-pointers. Here is Maxwell Burchell, and he is fouled by the Knights.
And he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be on Jack, his second. 4th team foul. Lincoln's only got 1 foul here, Brett.
Yeah, and they've really attacked the basket hard here in the third quarter, Lincoln has. Knights defense has not played well so far here in the third. After a terrific first half, and Burchell hits the first free throw. He has 8 on the game.
Excuse me, that's 3 on Cartwright. He's coming out, and Zach Norton's checked in. I missed the one on Jack earlier.
So Eddie Myler in for Akoy.
Give him a little bit of a breather here.
Cole Bruin probably is not available. We haven't mentioned him yet. He hurt his ankle a couple of weeks ago, and he has not played since.
Eddie with the rebound.
So Lincoln's within single digits now, 41-32. Closest they've been since the first quarter. Here is Ronsick with it. Over to Jeremy Jones.
Look how tighter they're playing on Luke.
Canyon. Norton thought about the three, didn't take it. Luke will take the three, and he'll drill the three, Dan.
Oh, that's 5 tonight for Ronsick.
15 points for Luke Ronsick. 4 threes for him. Here's Keyshawn Ladd around Ronsick. Hits Eddie! Is it an offensive foul or a foul on Eddie?
No, it is offensive. Yep, they called it. Gyro's got the offensive. Eddie is good for that. He likes to be set, and Eddie is, that's what, about 4 or 5 of those he's taken this year?
He's looking at the bench right now, Eddie.
He gets pumped now. You're going to see him play a little bit harder now. Okay, Brandon Fisher, senior's in for Canyon Bauer. He's going to take a little bit of breather. So we got Coy, Myler, Norton, Ronzik, Fisher in for the Knights. 44-32, minute 59 to go in the third quarter.
Scoreboard just kind of went out a little bit. Happens once in a while. Here is the Knights with it. Ronzik to Norton. Guarded by Burchell. Ronzik, Keyshawn Ladd right up on him. Brandon Fisher, as Dan mentions, in the ball game, the 6'1 senior. Okoye down lows Eddie. Myler. Eddie! Yes! Oh, it goes!
Oh, it bounced around on top of the rim and around and went in.
Back-to-back great plays by the 6'5 sophomore Eddie Myler.
Look how he's pumped.
I think you're pumped, Dan.
For a sophomore, 6'5 sophomore, you betcha I am. That young man
shook my table here.
I probably shook the balcony up here.
So Myler to the free throw line is 50% of the season, 5 for 10. Free throws up and in and out and in.
Nice job, Eddie. And Eddie is going to take a breather. Fisher's out. Norton, Bauer, Okoye. The house is back in, and Ronzik.
So, Dan, the Patriots got to 41-32, and Luke Ronzik hit a 3, and Eddie Myler hit a 3-point play. It's back up to 15, 47-32, $1.25 in the third. Great response from the Knights. Nolan Ransom off, and as Sam Fawcett got the rebound, but he's out of bounds.
Stepped on the line there right in front of Jocko. Everybody, if you've been around basketball, you know who Jocko is. That's all. Him and Cappy were an icon together.
That's a fun name to say, too, Jocko. Here is Ronzik with it, leading the Knights with 15 on the ball game. The house, Dan, is in. Brady Beck.
I thought maybe he was going to take a shot.
Okoye down low is the house with it.
Take it, Brady, take it.
House turnaround shot is no good.
Good look, though, by Brady.
Jaros all the way hits the side of the backboard. Here is Ronzik with it. And he is fouled.
And he's going to go to the line for 2. Is that Hanson, 35? Yep.
I believe so.
The 6'5 senior. That's his first 4th-team foul. Each team has 4 fouls now. Under a minute to go in the third.
Jaros is not happy because he didn't get the call, then the Knights got the call at the one end. Here is Ronzik's free throw is good.
Well, that first 4 minutes, we didn't do much, and all of a sudden, the last 4 minutes, we just kind of kicked it around.
We kicked her into second or third gear or whatever it is.
Well, on the farm, we called it road gear.
Ronzik makes both free throws. He has 17. Season high is 25 for Luke. That was against Aberdeen
Now, we've
Central.
scored 10-2. 10-2 here in the last 3.5 minutes.
And Dan, this is a 8-0 run, too.
Yep.
26 seconds left in the third quarter. Here is Jaros.
9 seconds.
Canyon almost stole it. Loose ball. He keeps his dribble.
9-second difference on the shot
Goes
clock.
baseline, hits the side of the backboard, and it gets foul call.
And that'll be on Bauer.
We'll see Bauer and...
No, I don't think it was Canyon. No, it was 42.
Fisher.
It was Eddie Fisher.
Brandon Fisher.
You're
Eddie Myler.
I'm Eddie Myler. I'm still thinking that move Eddie put on there.
Jaros makes the free throw.
So the Brandon Fisher family, I apologize. Okay, Fisher's out. The house is out. Cartwright's back in. Cartwright's got 3, remember?
And that's a little offense for defense type of a thing. Because O'Gorman had the ball with 16 seconds, so they're getting our best offensive players in. Jeremy Jones also just checked in the game.
And Bauer's taking a breather, so.
And that's Dan, 5 team fouls now for O'Gorman.
I know, we got to watch that.
Jaros has 7 points in the third quarter, 4 from the free throw line. 49-34, Knights leading the Patriots. 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Cartwright past half court. 10.
We'll hold it for 1.
Pick by Ronzik. Ronzik from way outside off.
It's off.
Loose ball. Jones has it. To Cartwright. 2 seconds left. Shot is blocked by Fawcett. I think Jack might have thought he was fouled. And that's how the third quarter will end. So Sioux Falls O'Gorman was stood a rally for Lincoln, get it within 9. They get it back up to 15, 49-34. That will be the score as we'll take a break and head to the fourth quarter here at O'Gorman High School.
Eide Bailey, a public accounting firm, provides taxes, accounting, assurance, and business advisory services to clients across the nation. With offices in Sioux Falls and 33 locations in 14 states, Eide Bailey is the workplace to 2,000 professionals. The firm has been serving clients for over 100 years. You can contact Eide Bailey online at eidebailey.com. Eide Bailey is a proud supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls has something for everyone. They offer a buffet featuring pizza and chicken. Pizza Ranch has daily specials as well as 5 party rooms and a dining area. You can also order online and they'll bring the experience to you. Pizza Ranch is located across from O'Gorman High School on 41st Street and can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch is a strong supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
We are back at O'Gorman High School. Brett Byler and Dan Johnson. Real Presence Radio Network. The Knights leading the Patriots 49-34 as they go to the final frame. It's a blackout for the O'Gorman students section right now. Here's Jaros, guarded by Canyon Bauer. See what the Lincoln Patriots, they have one more run in them, Dan.
I hope not, but nobody's left the building, Brett.
No.
Yep.
And that's an offensive foul.
Oh, he put his elbow into Burchell, put his elbow or shoulder in, and
Norton drew it.
Yeah. So that's a 15 foul. Now I feel a little bit more comfortable. We're back up, tied up there on the foul. So it's going to come down. There's going to be some free throws here left, folks.
Knights are a 69% free throw shooting team on the season. Here's Bauer with it to Okoye. Around Breck, jump shot is good. Okoye scores.
4 points tonight for Okoye, but he's playing with Breck. He's playing some good defense. I like that matchup they have.
That's a travel.
Gyro, see that double team? See that double team on him, and he lost it and traveled. Another turnover.
I think Halseth just telling Jaros he got to move the ball. Too much dribbling that time. And the help defense has been outstanding for O'Gorman tonight.
Okay, starting lineups in there for the start of the fourth.
Cartwright thought about the 3. Russell closed the gap, getting a screen from Okoye. Is that a moving screen on Okoye?
Yes. It was on Bauer. Well, they did call it on Okoye.
Yeah.
That's his third.
I think Okoye was telling Jack, just go, because I think he kind of hesitated and Okoye was moving.
Okay, 16 fouls, so now one more, and Lincoln's going to go to the line here with 7 minutes to go in the fourth. 51-34. Okay, Eddie's now in for Okoye. Eddie Myler, the 6'5 sophomore. He's got 3 points on the night, but he's been playing some great defense.
So Grant Russell, Jared Jaros, Nate Brecht, Maxwell Burchell on the court, and Zach Hansen and Nate Brecht over Eddie scores. Brecht has a little about probably 30, 40 pounds on Eddie right now. Just pushed him under the hoop.
You got to keep that 12, 14-point lead. That's where you need to be on these guys because they can fire it up and,
Well, we saw how fast, Dan, they started the third quarter, Lincoln.
10 points is nothing to these guys for Lincoln to come back.
Ronsick to Cartwright. 13 on the shot clock. Pulls it back out. 10. Over to Canyon. Cartwright wants a screen. 6, Canyon. And Brecht steals it. Canyon going to fire it up. And a shot clock violation. So this be Lincoln's basketball.
Yeah, then shot clock violation, so.
Canyon was looking for the foul against Brecht. No call that time. That was a Hail Mary shot if I ever seen one. So now Lincoln down by 15 with the ball. Knights just got to play good, solid defense and don't foul right now. They're up by 15.
Foul is the big key.
And
that's on Myler. So Breck's going to go the line here, shoot 1 and 1.
And that's unfortunate because they had him underneath the basket where he really couldn't do anything. They just reached in. Eddie's second foul, 17th foul.
So Eddie's out, Okoye's in. Okoye's got 3, so we have to watch that a little bit. Cartwright's got 3, so we have
some foul difficulties right now. So this will be a 1 and 1 for Nate Brecht. Free throw is short. Okoye squeezes it, loses it, but Canyon picks it up. We'll see if O'Gorman tries to slow down the offense just a little bit with this lead, take up some clock.
I'm thinking they're going to push it down to 10, 12 seconds in every possession here to run that clock. That's right.
Cartwright all the way to the hoop. Dance scoop layup is good.
He saw that opening, how he had that defense spread, and he took it right in. So
Jack Cartwright has 7 points in the ball game, right at his season average. Down low, Burchell wide open. The nice defense broke down, and Maxwell Burchell has 10, the first Patriot tonight in double figures.
You know, Luke's been kind of quiet here the second half.
Knight's going to kind of, like you said, Dan, just spread him out, pass the ball outside, and if you get a driving lane, take it. If not, just take your time. 53-38, O'Gorman leading 4:46 here in the fourth quarter, 13 on the shot clock. Norton has it. Here's Ronsick, way outside. 3 is good.
Oh, baby.
Luke Ronsick, 6 threes, Dan, tonight, 20 points. Luke's as hot as a July afternoon here in Sioux Falls. Here is Jaros, almost traveled. Over Canyon, off the mark.
Oh, and Breck.
And Breck with an offensive foul.
That'll be his third.
Canyon has just given Jaros just a major, he's going to have nightmares tonight, I think. He is disrupting him.
So Ransom's coming in for Hanson here. And who else? Number 5, Russell's going out. Who came in? I meant 33.
That's Sam Fawcett.
Fawcett's in. Fawcett's a 6'2 junior in for Lincoln Patriots. 56-38, coming up on the 4-minute mark of the ball game.
7-4 here in the fourth quarter, Knights over Lincoln. So not a ton of scoring. Loose ball, and it is Knights ball.
Knights ball underneath. Right underneath us here. Bauer will throw it in.
12-5 Knights in the season, 15-1 Patriots. O'Gorman ball.
Cartwright, Bauer, Okoye, Norton, Ronsick in for the Knights.
Cartwright over to Canyon. To Okoye on the elbow against Brecht. One dribble, misses the shot. Burchell with the rebound. Burchell pushing it back out to Brecht. Hits Okoye, and Okoye's going to get the foul.
Oh, that's number 4. That's number 4. I looked like he was set.
Jocko, your guy with the call.
You know, he's not perfect, but, you know.
So that'll be, Okoye will probably have to come out now, Dan.
Yeah, he will.
So Eddie Myler going to take, and Okoye took a nice shot kind of to the rib area, too, by Brecht. So Nate Brecht to the free throw line.
Was he set? Another old coach up here thought he was set, too, so I wasn't seeing things at the far end, so.
Brecht
a lot of spectators tonight here.
Oh, yeah. What a great atmosphere.
Oh, this is great.
Brecht is 66% from the line. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Free throws up and good.
So he's going to have a second one.
10 points for Nate Brecht. Scores about 12 a ball game, 7 rebounds. Bends the knees, free throws up and good.
56-40. And Hanson's now backed in for Breck, and Breck's going to take a breather. He's got 3 fouls.
They might do a little bit of offense-defense here, Dan, because Hanson's a lot quicker than Breck, so if they're going to do a press, they want the more athletic, quick kids out there.
Here's that press.
Jack in the corner to Luke. In front of Coach Roby, out to Eddie. To Jack. Knight's going to slow it down now as Jack Cartwright up top, and he's fouled by Sam Fawcett. That is Will that be the 7th foul on Lincoln to put Jack at the line for the 1-1?
And Jack on the year at the free throw line is 71%. That's all I'm going to say.
Knights has some good free throw shooters. Jack, Jeremy, and Luke all over 70. And Jack makes that one. I love it when he makes announcers look smart. When you say you're a good free throw shooter, then he makes the free throw.
Yeah, it really makes us feel bad when we tell them whatever and then they miss.
So Jack's second one is good.
It's going to come down to the free throw. That's going to be a big key.
58-40, O'Gorman up on Lincoln. 2 is up on number 1. 3:19 left here in the ball game. Jared Jaros, Kenyon Bauer right out there on him. Jack Cartwright switches over. Fawcett around Luke. Luke
blocked
block.
Eddie with the rebound. Ronzik get the clean block. Okay, looks like Breck's going to check back in for the next dead ball for the Patriots.
Luke is pretty athletic. I mean.
Oh, we got a foul on Gyros. So Norton's going to go to the line.
So let's see. That's foul on Jared Jaros.
That's his third? His second.
Second, his 8th team foul.
Zach Norton, he's going to be in the line about 19 times this year, so he's about 50%. So,
yeah, surprisingly, he doesn't get there a lot. Here's Norton.
The junior.
1-1 free throws up and good. So Knights making their free throws. This is Norton's first point since the first half. When he hit the shot at the buzzer, he has 11, 10 in the first half. Second free throw is good as well. Knights have made their last 4 free throws. You got to like that.
60-20, 2:50 to go here in the ball game. 60-40.
Here is Burchell against Cartwright. Shot is no good. Luke with the rebound. Over to Jack. 2:37 left. It's pretty, almost, I want to say academic, but.
Don't say that. See,
loose ball, and there's a turnover.
No. And
Jaros misses a shot, and Ronsick with the foul.
Yep. That'd be Luke's second foul. 9th team foul, so one more, we get double bonus.
Yep, and Jaros, who's 4 for 4 from the free throw line, will be taking 2 free throws here.
If I remember, it was Lincoln Washington girls. Who was they? They were down by 11 with a minute to go, and they won?
On the buzzer, yeah.
On the buzzer.
Lincoln beat Washington.
Don't even go there.
Your tickers had enough the last 3 ball games with those 3 final minute plays, and Jaros 8 on the game makes the first free throw.
Okay, Coy's going to check back in now for Myler. So Coy, he's got 4. So you watch Lincoln. They're going to take it to Coy to make him foul. They're going to want to do that.
And Jared Jaros only has 1 field goal tonight, and his free throw is off that one. So 5 for 6 from the line.
Bauer get the rebound underneath.
So Cartwright, Coy, Ronsick.
2:15 to go in the ball game. Knights up 60-41.
Coy down low. Shot over Fawcett is good. Coy.
62-41. Now we're under 2 minutes.
6 points for Coy tonight. Breck down low. Gets position on Coy and scores.
See how Coy just kind of let up a little bit? He just kind of stood there, but he's going to let him shoot, but he's going to.
Well, Coy has 4 fouls, too.
Yeah, make his presence known, though, but he wasn't. Look at the press by Lincoln. Get it over. And Roby calls a timeout. He knew he was in trouble.
Yeah, that's a smart call by Coach Roby, who does have 3 timeouts to burn. So he calls one there. The Knights up. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter over the Patriots, 62-43. And it will be, looks like a 30-second timeout, Dan. We're going to stay right here, and a game that we are both looking really a lot forward to. And O'Gorman, Dan, I think they just got out to such a quick start defensively, and this crowd has been outstanding tonight.
Well, I'm not going to say much until until that clock comes down to 0, Brad. I'm sorry. I have faith in these young men, but we talked about the intensity and everything, and do their role in keys of victory, and I think that kind of maybe Roby was listening to us, huh?
O'Gorman, Dan, it's 7-0 at home coming into a nice ball game. The stat that sticks out to me, they're outscoring their opponents by 16.5 points at home, 59-42. So their defense at home, actually only 42 points against compared to 48 on the season. So their defense at home this year has just been outstanding, just like tonight. The start the buses chant by the student section.
Minute and a half left in the ball game. Gorman's got the ball. Look at the defense.
Lincoln out to about half court trapping. Ronsick with it to Okoye. 8 on the shot clock now. 7. Cartwright. Okoye has to shoot it. Does. Off the mark. Jaros has it. Knocked out of bounds.
Minute 14. 62-43.
So Lincoln's going to have to hurry. Jaros, wild shot, airballs it, and there's a foul.
Luke over the back. That'll be a 10, so double bonus now for the Patriots.
So Maxwell Birchall to the line.
That's his third.
So Birchall, like you said, Dan, he'll have 2 shots now as the Knights are in the double bonus.
Oh.
That's 3 fouls on Luke. Birchall makes the free throw. He leads, Brecht has 13, Birchall has 11, the 2 Patriots in double figures. Birchall's a 62% free throw shooter coming on.
I'm still a little bit nervous. Oh, in and out. There we go. He heard you.
Jinxed him. So Jack with the rebound to Canyon.
Get it up, gentlemen. Get it up. Across.
Over to Luke.
Under a minute.
He's not the guy you want to foul. Bauer. Ronsick, and the Knights are kind of going to just...
There we go. Now I can breathe a little bit easier, not so heavy. And Gyro's going to foul Cartwright. Oh, we got a timeout.
Is a foul or a timeout call first?
We got a timeout first.
And it looks like Cole Brune, Dan, is going to get checked into the ball game. The senior on senior night. All 5 seniors. Now he's the 6th, going to be out there, I think, for the last about 47 seconds. That's pretty class move by Coach Roby.
That was what, 4 games ago? Was it a Roosevelt game?
I think it was before. I have to look at my O'Gorman schedule. It's a home game, Dan, when he did it. It was the Brookings game, wasn't it? Or the Aberdeen Central game.
Aberdeen Central.
So that was back on February 2nd. So he missed Roosevelt, missed Brook. So he's missed the last basically 4 games.
So there we. So it looks like you got Brandon Fisher in the house checking it.
So all
like
seniors going to close it out.
Class act by Coach Roby.
Oh, well, I guess Cartwright's a junior. He's still in there.
Yeah, so we have Brandon Fisher, Jack Cartwright, Luke Ronzek, Brady House, Cole Brune in. Cole Brune, a 33 senior. His favorite food, spaghetti, and his grandpa Roger from Freeman, South Dakota, gives a shout out too. So his grandson's in.
I like, Dan, did you catch what you just said? You said Brady House. I like it.
Okay, now here comes Jones in, so it's all seniors. 5 of the 6 seniors.
Jack Cartwright checks out.
The only senior not in is Canyon, and I'm sure he's just fine with that. He's tired.
He'll sleep well tonight. Here is Brune with it.
I'd like to see him score.
They get stolen from by Fawcett.
Oh, I jinxed it.
I like to see Brady Beck get a basket, too.
Sure.
Oh, loose ball. Fisher trying to get it. Patriots have a few of their subs in the ball game. 3-pointer is no good. Offensive rebound. Over Jones, no good. Put back in the house has it.
I love it when Brady gets a rebound. He pumps his cheeks with the breath and stuff. Shot clock turned off. 16 seconds. Gorman's going to walk away with an 18-point victory here. 62-44. Folks, that's going to be the ball game.
So Brune has it. Just dribbling it out, and the Knights will win their 5th straight game, go to 8-0 at home, defeat the number 1 team in state, Sioux Falls Lincoln, 62-44. The Knights go to 13-5 on the season. The Patriots, number 1 team in state, fall to 15-2. This is their first loss to a AA team all season long, Dan, ending their 4-game winning streak.
As I said earlier, anybody can be beat on any given night. I mean, we could have, but I tell you what, with that intensity, we talked about playing smart, but I talked about finally come out senior night with energy. They did that, didn't they, Brett?
They absolutely did. And Dan, that was from the very start of the game with just the defensive intensity right now. So a great scene as the Knights around center court right now as the student section is cheering them on. And
I got to get a picture of
that. Fun scene as we're watching the video stream right now, right in the middle of center court. O'Gorman 62, Lincoln 44. We got a lot to talk about, folks. Don't go anywhere because we're going to have the Knights Locker Room Show brought to you by Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic after the break.
Big Rig Barbecue brings a Texas-style barbecue to South Dakota. They use a real wood smoker for all their meats, every single day. Big Rig Barbecue serves sliced brisket, pulled pork, chicken, and ribs. They offer pre-orders for smaller events and gatherings and cater for large events including parties, meetings, and graduations. Big Rig Barbecue's new sit-down location is on the corner of 41st and Minnesota. Their website, bigrigbbbq.net.
Financial Benefits Company helps individuals and small businesses prepare for retirement. Financial Benefits Company's philosophy is safe principal, positive return. You can reach John Fritsch at 605-334-8086 and on the web at fbcjf.com. Financial Benefits Company is a proud sponsor of Catholic Radio.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on Real Presence Live, it's Straight Talk from 9:30 to 10 a.m. Central.
You're addressing critical Catholic issues in a fun way.
Straight Talk is your opportunity to share questions and comments on topics relating to the faith or on things happening in the world around us with our local hosts and priests.
My question is,
I have some questions about the bishop.
Very good questions.
Thanks for the guidance.
Straight Talk, 9:30 to 10 Central, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings on Real Presence Live.
Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. With multi-certified valuation and mergers and acquisition advisors, they understand the complexities of valuations and negotiating in the mergers and acquisitions marketplace. For more information, you can contact Jameson Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
On Real Presence Radio, welcome to the Knights Locker Room Show, sponsored by Dr. Mark Hagen with Hagen Chiropractic Clinic. For the Knights Locker Room Show, here's your hosts, Brett Byler and Dan Johnson.
Well, Dan, it was all O'Gorman Knights tonight. 62-44 win over Sioux Falls Lincoln, number 1 team in state, falls to the Knights, the number 2 team in state by the rankings released yesterday. Lincoln number 1 in power points coming into O'Gorman number 4, so you might see O'Gorman make a jump there. But this was a fun game, great atmosphere. The bleachers were full. It was a blackout from the student sections, and the energy was brought right away by Sioux Falls O'Gorman, forcing turnovers on 3 of Lincoln's first 4 possessions offensively, leading to some fast break points, and the 3 ball was going early, and Lincoln was never really able to get back into the ball game.
No, they took that opening jump and took the ball. Bauer got it and took it down, and they scored right away, and Ronzik was on fire right away. Slowed down in that third quarter a little bit, but I tell you what, we talked about that energy, one of the keys to victory, and I'll give them for about 3 minutes there, they let up on the energy, but the other 29 minutes, they played hard energy. These boys got to be tired tonight, and we got another hard one Thursday night, so.
Well, let's talk about, and I'm sure we'll talk to Coach Roby about it, but Kenyon Bauer is a guy, he averages about 3 points, 3 rebounds a ball game, but I don't think there's a more valuable asset on the team. This is what he does defensively, hustle points, leadership, and his defense on Jared Jaros, who averages 20 points a game. Jaros had 8 points tonight, 1 field goal, no points in the first half, just had him all out of whack. And when you take the other team's best playmaker and just get in his head like Canyon was, it just threw Lincoln all out of funk.
And Canyon did that with Yankton with Moores. Did the same thing. I mean, that's by far, Canyon played one heck of a ball game.
You got to give him credit. And how about some other credit that goes along? O'Gorman offensively had 3 kids in double figures. Luke Ronsick had 20. Jeremy Jones was in double figures. Also, Zach Norton was in double figures. They got contributions, Dan. This team is a team that has had 5 different kids on any given night lead them in scoring this season. So they're very deep. It could be a different kid each night. And I think the depth of O'Gorman really proved well tonight against Lincoln, who wasn't quite as deep. They lost Tyler Hyatt at the end of the first half.
That was a big factor.
That was a big factor.
And they're going to miss him. And he wasn't there. We come in. He wasn't there in the second half. So
I think he did come at the fourth quarter to the bench on crutches, but he wasn't there in the third quarter.
Maybe he went and got checked out. But I pray that he comes out all right and hopefully can play ball. But he's got another year left. But still, it doesn't matter. We don't see anybody get hurt.
Absolutely. And one thing we looked at, I'm just looking back at the keys to victory. Energy right away, A+. Team defense on Jaros, A+. Keep linking off the free throw line. I thought we fouled a little bit, but I don't think by the time they were shooting them, it really didn't matter too much. Play smart basketball. Everyone be a superstar in their own roles. I think that's a very high grade there. And rebounding battle, I think we held our own on the rebounding. So if you're a teacher, Dan, I think O'Gorman gets maybe an A for tonight's game, A+.
I'm going to give him an A+. But, we missed, 3 bunnies down here?
A few, yeah.
That's what happened. That's basketball. We know that, but that's what happened. But I tell you what, I am just so impressed with the intensity that these guys came out with tonight. Now, can they do that for the next 7 games? And
they're not going to have a quick break because they'll have a day. Tomorrow will be a kind of a rest day, preparation day, and then they'll have at Washington on Thursday. So that's going to be a quick turnaround. Then at Harrisburg to close the season next Monday. So 2 important road games.
6 games left. And one of those 6 will be home, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which will be the round of 16 now, pretty much.
Which would be
Saturday, March 2nd.
Yeah.
So that's what happened, 62-44. We got left of the post-game show brought to you by Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. We'll have a scoreboard show. We'll also have an interview with Coach Derrick Roby, and then Dan Johnson will also let us know who the Knights player of the game is. That's all still to come on the Knights Locker Room Show.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
And back, it's the Knights Locker Room Show, sponsored by Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic, Brett Byler, Dan Johnson, Real Presence Radio, 94.5 FM Sioux Falls, YourCatholicRadioStation.com online, also on YouTube. I saw we had a lot of views tonight on YouTube. Thank you so much for all the people, Lincoln fans, Gorman fans, for watching on YouTube, Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. We're going to be joined now by a happy coach. We're going to turn his microphone up, Derrick Roby. Coach, 5th straight win, and 8-0 at home in the regular season. I know I talked to you about how important it is to kind of take care of your home court. What a crowd, what an atmosphere tonight, and that energy I think you kind of felt from the crowd. Your boys start the ball game off. 3 turnovers in Lincoln's first 4 possessions, got the 3-pointers, and we just really jumped on them right away.
Absolutely. I just really credit our guys for coming ready to play, focused, energized from the crowd, and just taking care of our home court. And it means something for our seniors, being senior night. Let's go out with a win as far as regular season games. And we're still trying to build for postseason, obviously, but just really, really proud of the guys wearing the white today.
Canyon Bauer, coach, is a player that I just had mentioned in our first segment of the locker room show, averages about 3 points a game, 3 rebounds a game, but I don't know if there's a player on your team that might be more important than what he is. The box score doesn't do him justice. His defense on Jared Jaros tonight, I know it's a team effort defensively, which everyone played well, but Jaros had 1 field goal in the whole game, goose egg in the first half, and a lot of that was Canyon's defense frustrating their main guy, so to speak.
Absolutely. If there's an all-state player who could be named without scoring, it has to be Canyon Bauer. A few years ago, Brett, we had a guy named Austin Riddle, Zach Riddle's older brother. And that was in 2012. We were 11-12 when we were fortunate to win the state tournament. And he got hurt throughout the year. And he was a player exactly like Canyon, that he just really a grinder defensively. And I remember as coaches, we kind of talked when he got hurt. We thought, it's going to be hard for us to win this thing without somebody like Zach Riddle guarding guys. Canyon Bauer's the same way. If we don't have Canyon Bauer, we don't win games like this. And he, obviously I've made note and mentioned the fact again, he's a Gatorade Player of the Year as far as football goes. But geez, what a basketball star for us! And again, without him, we don't stand a chance. He just thrives on guarding everybody's best player. He really showed it tonight.
He had a little shuttle pass in the first half there. It looked like he was out on the football field with Norton down at the
I
other
love
end.
it.
Love it.
Whatever he's doing, I love it.
I love the way Eddie played tonight. Came in, he does that game in and game out. The sophomore coming in and standing up against Breck, which is about double the size for thickness kind of a little bit, but didn't phase Eddie whatsoever.
No, absolutely. Eddie came in, did a great job. All of our bigs did, Coy got into foul trouble, so we had to go with, a sophomore, and then Brady Beck's encouraging the sophomore. Brady Beck, he's been banged up. We haven't been able to give him a lot of reps in practice, but he's just a great leader. All our seniors, I just couldn't be happier for those guys. I'll give you an example before this thing closes out on me. Cole Bruin, you guys know, had a high ankle sprain, and he couldn't, play tonight. He hasn't been practicing, and I want to get him in. Obviously, if there's ever an opportunity, I want him to go in. But he says to me at the beginning of the game, he says, Coach, I don't want to go in if I'm going to jeopardize the team because I'm 80% or whatever. That's the type of kid he is. So for us to be able to get him in, just
the last 40 seconds of the game.
I was kind of hoping they'd foul him because he's a heck of a shooter. But, I had to laugh because I told him I didn't want him to get hurt or, prolong the injury. I told him, I said, Cole, whatever you do, don't go into the paint here and get all twisted up. Well, that's the first thing he does.
Yeah, he drives it.
But you know what? That's Cole being Cole. I love the kid. Really proud of not just him, but all of our seniors and our guys that wanted to win for our seniors. But, here's the deal. We beat a really, really good basketball team tonight, but it doesn't mean anything if we can't finish this deal in the next couple weeks. But hopefully this sets us up to a better seed, and maybe we're fortunate enough to get a home court. Who knows?
And we talked about, Coach, such a quick turnaround is we'll have tomorrow to practice. Then Thursday night, we're at Washington, a city rival again. And then we're at Monday night, Harrisburg on the makeup game. So we have two important road games in the next few days to close out the season. Big for PowerPoints. We're 4 right now coming into tonight. Probably jump that a little bit, but what will be kind of focused tomorrow on practice as we get ready for a Washington team that's very well coached, very physical team, and always plays us tough. And it'll be in their building.
Absolutely. It'll be a tough game for us. We know that. They're playing Mitchell tonight, so it's not like they're going to be totally rested, but we have to heal up tomorrow and just focus on the Warriors. Thursday night, it's Nate Melchow night.
Chow night.
Chow night. And Nate was a student of mine back in Aberdeen. And I know he's going through some medical issues, had a medical scare a few months ago, and he's still battling all that. And I know it's a special night for Chow and the Warrior Nation, if you will. But it's kind of funny because my understanding, Nate wanted it to be with us. He wanted O'Gorman. They asked him what night he would like to do this in his season, and he picked O'Gorman. I think that says a lot about our culture, about our kids. I take it I'm really humbled and honored that he would ask us to be part of that, and we're really looking forward to being part of that celebration in terms of what he means to Warrior Nation.
Chow is a class act, but I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
He is a class act, and if he's listening tonight, which I doubt he is because he has his game to listen to, but somebody who is listening can send him the message that when I taught him back in Aberdeen, he was a student, like I said, we always played a game called pickleball together, okay? And Chow always wanted to challenge Coach Roby, okay, because he would get a really good grade in gym class if he beat me in pickleball. Well, he never could beat me. And he'll tell you to this day that he did beat me, but he never did.
I'll ask him.
Ask him.
We'll have to verify that.
Yeah, there is no way he ever beat me in pickleball, and he knows it. So it's kind of been a running joke for so many years, but what a great individual.
And I'll make sure Dan doesn't wear orange when we play at Washington.
I was going to comment
night.
on that, okay?
Whatever it takes. I don't care what you wear.
Well, thank you, Coach. Congratulations. Another win. We'll see you Thursday night.
Thanks, guys.
That was Coach Derrick Roby, Gorman boys basketball. We'll take a break, and we'll have the Knights Pizza Ranch Player of the Game coming up after the commercial break.
Your family is depending on you. Your family is looking to you to make sure they're safe, protected, and taken care of. Knights of Columbus Insurance offers the protection they need, whether it's term life, whole life, long-term care insurance, disability income insurance, annuities, retirement planning, estate planning, or an insurance analysis. Please call Heath Dickelman at 605-351-7978. Knights of Columbus Insurance.
Morgan Stanley values long-term relationships with its clients. Andrew DeMore and Thaddeus Barnes, financial advisors with the Barnes DeMore Group of Morgan Stanley's Sioux Falls office, know that building relationships begins with getting to know each client. Andrew and Thad can create personal investment strategies to help meet retirement, education, and other financial needs. Andrew and Thad can be reached at 338-6500. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley, Smith Barney LLC, member SIPC.
All right, Mr. Dan Johnson. We just had a terrific interview with Coach Derrick Roby, and now it's time for our next segment, which is the Player of the Game, sponsored by Pizza Ranch on 41st Street in Sioux Falls. And Dan Johnson, take it away.
Well, tonight this is kind of special because I'm going to give it to two. And I know we gave it like a football, we gave it to offensive line once, but tonight I'm going to give it to two players that really stuck out. Number one, they got the team going in the first half. They came out on fire. He had 12 points in the first quarter. Is number 4, Luke Ronzik, the 5'11 senior. He's our first player of the game. The second player of the game tonight only scored 2 points. That didn't matter. He played, one heck of a ball game of defense, and I'm going to give it to the second player of the game. It's a 6'4 senior, number 30, Canyon Bauer. He shut down Gyros in the first half. Gyros averaging 20.4 points a game, came out 0 points in the first half. Ended up with 8 and 6 of those are from the free throw line with 1 basket. So Canyon Bauer won well of a ball game in defense on Mr. Gyros, and he's one of the better ball players in the state. And
absolutely.
For Canyon to do that game in and game out, you have to give it to Canyon and Luke Rondick, them two combined. But the whole team just played phenomenal. Did you look at the bench? I was looking at the bench the whole game. We got going. And I tell you what, that intensity from the rest of the team did not let up. Quote, they are all dialed in tonight. They're all there. They're there. So the Knights players of the game brought to you by Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade here on 41st Street in Sioux Falls. Pizza Ranch at daily specials. A fun zone for your kids to play. Pizza Ranch can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Our Pizza Ranch players of the game is number 4, the senior Luke Ronzik, and number 30, the senior Canyon Bauer.
All right, thank you a lot, Dan Johnson. We're going to take our final commercial break. When we come back, we'll get a scoreboard. We'll see who did what else on boys and girls basketball for scores tonight, and then we'll let you know what's coming up next for O'Gorman boys and girls. Stay tuned.
Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls has something for everyone. They offer a buffet featuring pizza and chicken. Pizza Ranch has daily specials as well as 5 party rooms and a dining area. You can also order online and they'll bring the experience to you. Pizza Ranch is located across from O'Gorman High School on 41st Street and can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch is a strong supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
And we are back at O'Gorman High School in Sioux Falls, South Dakota with the Knights Locker Room Show. Brett Byler, Dan Johnson with here, Real Presence Radio. Some scoreboard update scoreboard brought to you by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. Let's start at AA boys tonight. We have a final in Aberdeen. Aberdeen Central defeats Pierre 60-44. That's Aberdeen Central's boys, only their second win of the season. Pierre now 4-13. Don't get a score on the Washington Mitchell boys game. That's over at Washington, Dan, so that should be getting close to being over if that was a 7 o'clock start. The Yankton boys beat Brookings 67-47. No score report on Roosevelt boys at Marshall, Minnesota. The Harrisburg boys lead Huron in Harrisburg 21-15 at the end of the first quarter. And then AA girls, Harrisburg's girls defeated Huron tonight 65-32. Brookings girls defeated Yankton up in Brookings 66-50. Mitchell girls defeated Washington 63-57 at the Corn Palace tonight.
Whoa.
So the Mitchell girls now are 12-7. Washington is 11-7 now in the season. No score on the Pierre Aberdeen Central girls game. Roosevelt Marshall, Minnesota. Up in Rapid City, Stevens and Central at Rapid City Central for girls. Rapid City Central leads Rapid City Stevens 12-4 at the end of the first quarter. So that Mitchell-Washington game, Dan, got a reaction out of you and girls.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. I mean, Washington, played one heck of a game on Saturday. Was it Lincoln that they beat?
Well, Washington lost to Roosevelt.
It was Roosevelt.
Yeah.
And that just kind of, I thought Washington would come back. So Washington,
2 straight losses for the Washington girls.
They're going to be hungry. So that kind of like, whoa.
As Coach Roby's saying, would be fighting a wounded animal.
Yes.
So that's the scoreboard update for the game.
Scoreboard update brought to you by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor. Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. Jamison can be reached at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
All right, Dan, what's coming up next on tap for Sioux Falls O'Gorman boys and girls? Well, we'll be at Sioux Falls, Washington Thursday night for a doubleheader to close out the regular season for the O'Gorman girls. Boys will have one more game left next month or this coming Monday in Harrisburg. So the girls varsity at Washington, 5:30 tip-off. We'll be going on the air about 5:10 for that. Boys game to follow approximately probably around 7:15. That will be a fun doubleheader. We won't be video streaming that game just due to the connection at Sioux Falls, Washington. That tin roof does not make it easy to do that. So we'll just be doing the audio for the broadcast over the radio and also online for that. So Washington O'Gorman girls and boys doubleheader, big one Thursday night.
And it's chow night. He coach over there, and now he's the AD over there. Great guy, like you heard Coach Roby. And anytime you go to Washington, you get treated with open arms over there, and he just rolls out the red carpet to you and everything from the AD side. So it's chow night. So they're giving all the teams, both O'Gorman and the managers, everybody T-shirts and stuff. So I look for the crowd to be packed. It will be, just like this one tonight. I mean, I think I saw you could fit maybe 2 people, skinny people up in the corner over here, but other than that was it tonight. This place was full.
And he's a great Nate Malchow has been one of the ones I've worked with for 5 years, kind of just reserving our spots at Washington. Anything I've needed, whether it's volleyball, basketball at Washington, he's always there to help me. And ever since the very beginning when we were Lamb Radio and in the transition. So come out, if nothing else, to support that cause Thursday night, Washington. Dan and I will be on the air probably around 5:10 for that one. And then the boys will have one more game, which will be a makeup game. That will be Monday night at Harrisburg, another fun one, 7 o'clock to close their regular season. And then it's the Sweet Six, or the round of 16 week from this Friday for the girls on the March 1st, and then the boys will be on Saturday, March 2nd.
And if you don't know the round of 16, the 16 out of the 18 AA schools qualify. Number 1 through 8 has a home game. You win, you're in. Number 1 plays 16. 2 plays 15, and so on. And if you win, you're in, and then you're seeded that way at the state tournament. So if you want to go to the High School Activity Association, the bracket's already there. You just got to fill the names in. And we'll be doing that on Friday night, March 1st, and also Saturday night, March 2nd. And the state tournament is the 14th, 15th, and 16th in Rapid City. And I pray that both teams make it.
We'll have our rosaries for those round of 16 games.
It's in my pocket right now.
So what a fun game. What a fun atmosphere. If you want to rewatch the game, folks, go to YouTube, Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. You can listen and hear all the exciting action of that tonight. For one final time, the O'Gorman Knights boys, number 2 in state, 62. Number 1, Sioux Falls Lincoln, 44. Knights improved to 13-5. Lincoln Falls to 15-2. For Dan Johnson, my color commentary, I am Brett Byler. Thank you so much for listening. Go Knights. We'll see you Thursday night.
God bless.
On Real Presence Radio, this has been O'Gorman Knights Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation of Eastern South Dakota, Jardine Construction, Hagen Chiropractic Clinic, Mini Critters, Barnett Vision Clinic, Crossroads, the Barnes DeMoore Group Financial Advisors at Morgan Stanley, Sioux Falls Catholic Schools, Jeff Alvey with Fair Tax Inc., John Fritsch with the Financial Benefits Company, Knights of Columbus Insurance Field Agent Heath Dickelman, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, First Premier Bank Card, Sioux Equipment Company, I. Bailey, Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Mark Promis with Providence Financial, Big Rig Barbecue, and Jameson Rounds Managing Partner of Value Visor.
The preceding O'Gorman Nights activity has been a special presentation of Real Presence Radio Network. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming.